Yes. We're live with Clive. What garbage have you been buying lately? How many more pieces of shit have you bought, Clivers? Because I tell you the truth there, I think it's time we consider getting rid of this garbage you've been buying lately. Tell me what you have done.
Well, you know, actually, I bought another vintage piece.
Another homage to a bygone era.
Well, it has deep personal meaning for me, since it's actually a birth year watch for me, and it's from a well-respected brand. Thank you very much.
Well-respected brand. Just hang on one tick. Can you just turn the radio off there for me, Joshua? I just got some. Yeah, a well-respected brand. Let me guess there. Eterna. Let me run it through. Doxa.
No.
Who else can we
Doxa.
go to? Invicta?
Are you suggesting? No. Should I get a Doxa?
What other garbage can we come across? What? Maybe it's a Longines.
No, I like my Longines. That Calatrava and that Admiral has, the Admiral has some goddamn pretty.
Just hang on, I'm gonna go turn my radio off. Keep talking. Okay, Clive, tell me this. What is this garbage you bought? Tell me this garbage you bought there, Clive. What garbage? What garbage have you bought?
Well, let's give us a fist watch check. What are you wearing?
Fist watch check. I am wearing the Rolex Explorer 2 Polar on a a grey NATO military issue. What are you wearing?
Let me pull up the specs on it real quick.
Sure.
It's a vintage Omega.
Okay.
I already have. I have the blue one.
It's a 105.142.66.
Yep. Okay. Wait, where's my pencil case?
Where is it?
I see.
Just use my school one.
A moon watch.
No, it doesn't say Moonwatch on it, because it just says Omega, Speedmaster. It just has the horse. It doesn't have any of the moon stuff on it.
It's a pre-moon.
Well, not really. This reference was the last one to go to the moon.
I see.
Yep. So it depends how you define Moonwatch. Now, if you define it having Moonwatch on the back, it's not a Moonwatch. Now, if you're defining a Moonwatch as, I don't know, watches that actually went to the moon.
Well, you know it's all a con, of course, don't you? We didn't actually go anywhere. It's a lot in Hollywood. You know that there's a lot on Hollywood. There's a film studio lot in Hollywood in a that is the moon. We never actually went to the moon.
So 321.
See you later, guys. 321. It's a 321.
Yeah. Vertical column wheel.
No, I did have the last one.
Wow. Is that original dial? Tell me the scope on it. Original dial.
Original everything.
Hands are original as well.
Yep. You want me to send you a picture or two?
Sure. Send me some pics. I'll put it up on the screen. You sending them?
Give me a second. I need to send them to the top secret pontifical email address, right?
Yes.
Horned Idiot 72. These are halfway decent.
Now, I must ask you, How much did you pay? Is that rude to ask?
Well,
if you don't want to discuss money, that's fine. If you don't want to discuss money, that's perfectly okay.
and like I said, so, and again, 105.142.
Okay, what are they going for? What are they going for on chrono?
Roughly $10,000 to $15,000.
That's with bracelet?
Yep.
Original dial, they're going for that much.
Yeah.
I thought a little bit more. A little bit more. Now this was no box and papers, was it?
No box and papers, no.
Now that's ridiculous. When you say no box and papers on a 1960s watch, get real. You're supposed to. I used to hate that when I was selling vintage pieces. You'd have some dickhead newbie, and they'd look at a 1950s watch and say, "Oh, is there box and papers?" You feel like saying, "You man, are you out of this fucking planet?" This was a watch that someone wore. It wasn't a show pony. You know what I mean, CLYVERS?
Oh yeah, totally.
It wasn't some show
nice.
pony.
Yeah, it's real. And did you get the
pictures? Just hang on now. I will. You emailed it or you texted it?
I emailed it.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. Just let me call it up. Oh yes, it has come in. Fuck, Clive. Now, is it okay if I ban you for having better watches than me?
Oh, actually, it's worse than that. You bought.
Yeah.
How much did you spend on your moon watch?
Oh, my moon watch is a new moon watch. It's not a vintage moon watch.
How much did you spend?
I think I spent. I can tell you what I spent. I spent 3,700 Aussie. Okay, and I got the tax back. It cost me 3,300 Aussie.
Mark M, $5.
Thank you.
5,000 American dollars.
Wowzers. I don't know what to say, Clive. Is that fair? Is there a God? Will God actually give me anything? Is there a fucking God out there? Because I seem to be getting the short straw. I seem to be getting the short straw in life, Clive.
$5 super chat. Arch, have a drink.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. No, I got to be honest with you, Clive. Good on you. You've done the hard yards. You deserve it. I'm not jealous. Clive, I've had my beautiful vintage pieces. The only problem in my life was, Clive, I didn't appreciate them when I got them. And I got to be honest with you, Clive, well done. I don't think it could happen to a nicer attorney. Okay?
Okay, that gives a little wiggle room, but sure. Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
You want to sing it? Do you want to sing it with me?
Patina. Now, I got to tell you, Clive, I've got it on the screen here. Let's just zoom in a bit closer. Because it's the dial. The dial. Look at the applied Omega logo. That's what really is so damn sexy. Can you see that? The applied Omega. I'm not sure the hands are original hands to the watch. That doesn't matter. They were always changed by Omega. Are they original? I'm not an expert on vintage Speedmaster.
They say that now, but you'll notice. Okay, but you'll notice the patina on the hands matches the patina on the dial. Okay.
Okay, so this was quite a looked after watch. This is for a 1960s watch. This was quite looked after. So this is not only a birth year, but this is a very, 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 very rare sports Omega from 19. These are incredibly. This is a 321, Clive. 321. Yep. All I can say is well done. You deserve it. You honestly, I got not 1 inch of jealousy or upset here. You're a nice guy.
$3 super chat, Michael Ferguson. Well, nice deal, Dangler. Well done. Fisting, I'm a Yank. Fist, ink, sing, I'm a Yank. Anyway, yeah.
I got to tell you, Clive, that is absolutely incredible. I mean, Clive, there you go. There is still.
You know And you know what's funny though?
What's that?
I've noticed the dot is above the 90. If you go down to scroll down on the picture.
Yeah.
You'll notice the dot is above the 90 rather than beside it like later models. Some might say lesser models.
Just checking mine. Oh, I see. Yes. Good point.
Okay, Tanzil, sorry, super chat. Archie, what is aged better? Clive's new watch, the Tinder grannies that swipe left on you daily on Tinder, or Mark Goldberg's face?
I think Clive's new watch. I've actually.
Okay.
The funny thing
is,
I
got to be honest. I looked at Mark's video, and maybe it was the way the light was sitting, but actually, you know, I'm secure enough in my masculinity to say that
he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he actually was a good look. Yeah,
If he drove a Porsche, I might fuck him.
No, see, Archie, look, we know you're going to fuck him for one simple reason. Because he would let you wear a Rolex date watch.
Yes. Clive,
that would be the closest that you could come to a two.
I got to tell you this. I had a very dear girlfriend of mine who was actually born in 1967.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's they certainly they're starting to show a few blemishes now. Can we just say that?
Oh yeah. Mark wears foundation. No, well, no. Come on, guys.
Clive, tell me this seriously. What do you intend to do with this watch? Let's discuss that. I want to know what you intend to do. You've had the deal of the decade. That's a once in a lifetime find, and I think you just got to be happy.
Yeah, I mean, that's almost like a perfect end piece because I don't think I could do better than this.
Clive, I want you to promise me.
Actually, wait. See up here in the top clasp, there's a little dent in the thing right there. You can see it right along there. So
you can't see. Oh, okay. So what?
Yeah.
CLYVERS, tell me this. I think you need to increase your security a bit, okay? I want you to be a bit careful, mindful of the fact that there are some...
Tanzil, sorry, $10 super chat. Archie, what the fuck is going on, man? Real watch players are picking up real pieces. AGV with a Trinity AP piece. Cliff, minuscule CAC dangler. He's really bringing his A game tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He is bringing the A game.
With an Omega. Okay, it's not just any Omega. I have Omegas.
It's the moon watch. This is the actual moon.
I'd say this is an icon. Wouldn't you say this is a grail?
Oh, definitely a grail. Unmolested like that. I don't even know if I'd even polish it or service it or anything. I would just leave it and enjoy it. Unmolested. Do you understand that term?
Oh yeah, but I'm going to molest the hell out of it as soon as the camera goes off. If you've guys seen the Something Fishy videos featuring AGV and Squale, you know what I'm talking about. But I'll probably have the waterproof seals replaced first. Yeah.
Are you going to get the glass polished?
It's not glass. It's Hesselite.
Yeah, the Hesselite.
I'm sorry,
polished.
Hesselite. Yeah. And by the way, this is the Hesselite that went to the moon. Yes.
That's just amazing. Clive, I want to share in your you've had some really good...
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me finish this. And yet you keep buying Solita-based shittas. Now, okay, Tanzil, look. That's Robert Padilla. That's unfair. Number one, Archie has Archie is acting under certain disabilities. I'm not talking about the horns. He lives in Australia. And yeah.
Tell Robert I'm going to make that video today for him. It's coming out today. Did he send me? I can't remember if he sent me the fucking... Did he send me the question again? I'm trying to find his fucking thing. Just tell him to make it easy for me.
Okay, is Mark related to Bill Goldberg?
Oh, doctor, give me the flu.
Yes. How are you today?
Well, Clive seems to be on top of cloud 9, considering that he stole that Speedmaster.
Yes, he did.
$5,000.
First of all, I'm sure you guys have already talked about it, but let me rant
okay.
about why this is such a great watch.
Yes, please do that.
First of all, if you look at the bezel, that's where I would start. Look at the bezel. That
Yeah.
almost looks like a brand new bezel. I mean, that almost looks like a bezel from a 2000 watch. And
Yes.
it's a dot over 90 bezel. If you look at the 90, the dots over
Yeah.
the bezel, that means that it's a 321 or early 861 bezel. Okay, so at the very least, it's a service bezel from early in the day rather than a late model service bezel.
So what
Now,
they were thousands, aren't they?
exactly. You can't even touch one for a couple thousand at minimum, and it's not going to be in as good a condition as this bezel. I mean, this bezel has very few nicks on it that I can find in a photograph.
Mm-hmm.
Now, look at the hands. I think the hands are service hands.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I've looked at so many of these when I was trying to purchase mine that I think this is service hands, but the loom on the service hands pretty much matches the dial. So that tells me
aged service hands, isn't it? Not just new service hands. These are
right.
aged.
I'd be willing to bet that it's 321 or early 861 era service hands.
Yeah.
So, given all of that and the fact that this young man here, this attorney, nice young man here, was trying to get this watch for $3,500, freaked me out. Pissed me off.
He had to pay a bit more, Doc.
Yes, but he was trying to get it for 35 and wasn't sure, in my mind, he wasn't sure he was going to go higher than that. I'm like, are you kidding me for a 10,000 to 15,000? I've seen some of those, if they're in good condition like this one, they might be $20,000 watch.
They just don't come up. You understand that?
Unmolested, yeah. I mean, you can find them molested for right at $10,000, maybe $9,000 on a good day. But if it's unmolested or minimally molested, it's not going to happen. And obviously, I'm biased because I have my 861 with the 321 style dial. So I like the applied logo. Love it. I love the patina. Love it. The pie pan, you know, it's a three-dimensional dial. That's the only thing I don't know why they changed it in the recent years to that more, flat dial.
Cheaper, Doc. Cheaper? Have you heard that?
Well, yeah. Everything is cost and money, isn't it? So anyway, that's why I think this is a great find, especially for $5,000. Did he tell you it's $5,000?
Yeah, he did. He did. He
Okay.
did.
Yeah.
He did. Can you stop saying it, Doc? You're kind of pissing me off. Okay.
Well, we shouldn't be pissed off. We should be
embracing the discovery of a brother.
We should be fisted off. We should be like, this is, you suck.
Well, it's knowledge. Isn't it? Knowledge is power. I mean, look, he's put hundreds of hours into the hobby, hasn't he?
And I'm going to say, I spoke to you maybe a half hour total about this.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure that he was just talking to me to get reassurance to spend the money on it. I honestly can't tell. I'm just glad he got it, because it's like, if you let this go, man, you need to get this thing even if it's $10,000.
So, CLYVERS, are you going to sell your purple sub to pay for this, or you've got another financing?
No, actually, I have been talking the good doctor with it long enough. Actually, that leaves me with one. That leaves me with one duo, one gold two-tone, and that's the GMT one, the gold nipple dial. So, and I think Dr. Bruce will give her a good home. As much as I love everyone fawning over my watch, let me catch up with some super chats, if I may.
Thank you.
$5 super chat, Tanfield. Sorry, Clive. Bruce Williams is selling his Seiko collection. Would you consider a trade for his Zimbe Seiko Sumo plus a dinner at Applebee's for your Speedy?
Good choice.
Well,
can we have seconds?
Well, and it also kind of depends. Is there a limit on desserts? Let's be honest. No, absolutely not. Hello, doctor, says Vladimir.
Hello.
So, Archie, oh, this is from In Something. Something. Archie, now that you are a Solita man, will your next book be about the history of the Chrysler K car?
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. The next thing I'm getting is a PAM. I've got to pay for the submersible. I got a submersible coming very soon. Well,
okay,
not so soon. I've got to get some money. I'm a little bit on what you'd call the broke side. I had to borrow $3,000 to buy the Solita-based watch. Yeah,
well, now is that $3,000 US?
That's Aussie, peso, Aussie dollars.
Archie buys the Solita. Do I look smug? Yes.
Hey, good on you. All I can say is well done. I'm really. I got to be honest with you. It's always good for somebody in the hobby to have a win, and Clive, there are not many of those out there. Let me tell you this honestly. Can you? Sorry, more super chats, or can we talk?
Oh yes, Tansel and Sorry, $10. Dr. BBW, who is the bigger scumbag? Barney Rubble here, beating down a granny in Oklahoma for this watch at such a low price, or AC3 pitching Solita-based shitas to the punters as a serious purchase?
Well, you know that Barney Rubble here is the major scumbag. You suck.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
And of course, I say that with a smile on my face. And
it is. Trust me, it's part of the guy code. You suck is one of the biggest accolades that you can pay.
Plus, I was telling you needed a 321 before they found this one, and of course, you said they were looking for one for you, so it was only a matter of time.
Yeah, but it wasn't going to be unmolested one like this, okay?
Well, we talked about that.
Okay, and like I said, Doc might be right. It might be like garbage fire, just molested enough.
He also says that with a slight smile on his face. Molested by whom? Well, we'll never know.
So tell me this. I want to say this to you, CLYVERS. Are you happy?
I am fucking sorry. Yeah, I'm fucking ecstatic. I mean, I never dreamed an actual, not only a 321, but one that actually went to the moon, and then finally, Patina. Oh my God, look at that.
And again, he likes ghost bezels. But my bezel is slightly ghost. I don't know if you can see it in the photograph. My bezel's slightly ghost, but I like his bezel that's unmolested, nice and clean. You can't find that with a dot over 90. You just can't. Even if you pay $2,000 for a bezel, like a replacement bezel, it's going to be all banged up. So anyway, you suck.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I never thought, I never dreamed. And the thing is, really, the bracelet, it was just all sorts of screwed up here. And I kind of used that as, oh, by the way, a big shout out to Clifton's Watch Hospital here in Oklahoma City. And so thanks. Man.
I don't know if he was serious or not. I don't know if you were serious, Glad, or not, that you were going to actually pass on this watch because of the screwed up bracelet. Like, you can go on eBay and get a replacement bracelet for a few $100s. Just get the damn watch.
And you know what the amazing part is? It's just
smooth.
It's it is really, really smooth. I probably need to quit screwing with it. I probably need to send in for a good and proper 100% service, but oh my God.
Now, it's partly because we've been talking about this for a couple days now, so I'm wearing my Speedy today because I had to get it out. You need to put some polywatch on that because when I did it on mine, it looks like a brand new crystal. I mean, it looks like a crystal from a 2000 era watch. It's all you need.
Wow, Doc, this is quite inspiring. I'm going to wind up my my Speed Master Man on the Moon in celebration of Clive's buy. Clive, all I can say is it couldn't happen to a nicer attorney.
Did I mention I got it for $5,000?
Yep. Good on you.
Okay.
But you must understand this. You've got to understand. You honestly, knowledge is power. You put hundreds of hours into horology. You understand that, don't you?
No, I haven't. I spent hundreds of hours on the Archie Luxury channel. Oh, speaking of which
is a shortcut. I did the same thing. Let me also point out that my watch, which is the first few months of the 861 with the old 321 style dial, $6,000. This is just for price comparison purposes. You suck. Last time I said it.
Now, Phil Chambers is offering $11,000 for Archie's 1861. And again, like I said, if you go to Speedmaster 101, the 105-142-.66, the last reference. This is the last reference watch that actually went to the lunar surface.
Mine is a Speedy Friday. That's the only thing, CLYVERS.
Or at least went into space, into Earth orbit.
Yes.
You
don't
no, I think
no.
They were worn after that because other Speedies were, but no, this is the last reference moon watch
that went into Earth orbit. Exactly.
No other ones did. And as a matter of fact, if you read the story about the cool unauthorized Seiko Pogue, the unauthorized space watch, Colonel Pogue trained with that because they didn't have the money to get him a Speedmaster. I think by that time it was the 1861 for him to go. He kind of got bumped out of Apollo at the last one because of budget.
I'm gonna piss people off by clarifying what I meant. That the 321 was the last watch to go into at least an Earth orbit during the moon missions. How about that?
Okay. So like I said, it also depends how you classify moon watch. This one went to the moon.
To the moon, Alice. To the moon, Alice.
Okay, Archie?
Yep.
Did I mention it was 5,000 American dollars?
That's amazing. It's amazing.
It really is.
But now you have to stop saying it.
Okay, yeah, because I don't want to do the price. I don't want to get the price now. Now, Dan T, $10
Tell me
super
this,
chat.
Clive.
Well, here's a $10 super chat, Archie.
Sorry.
How can you not get your own like this with all these damn super chats? I mean, seriously, what are you?
You need to do
Clive,
something with that.
Archie, here's $10 to go towards a real watch, not a Solita shoulda.
See, now, here's my thing. Of course, I'm going to jump in and say,
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with the Steve McQueen Monaco that Archie picked up. And yeah, everybody's going to hate on me on that. But I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with it.
Well, there is something wrong with it, but it looks good on him.
Saying that the Solita movement's a shitter is like saying the ETA movement is a shitter, which means PAMs are shitters, and all the other ones that use ETA are shitters. Right?
No, Solita is a copy of a PAM.
sorry, copy of an ETA.
A Solita, a PAM is, an ETA is, an ETA is a real watch movement. And a Solita is a copy of an ETA. That's like an
They're
ETA
still made in
is
Switzerland, but they're still made in Switzerland, Clive.
Yeah, but an ETA is like an Archie Luxury. A Solita comes along later and tries to copy it. A Solita is kind of like an AGV, really, when you think about it.
Yeah, but you got to understand, it's because Swatch Group won't release movements to non-Swatch members. That's the problem. You understand this?
And Chris Fries has it right. You have to pay attention to the rest of the watch, not just the movement. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, well, it looks good on Archie. I'll put it that way. It is a cool watch. It's a cool design. Selling it for $5,000, new. New. That's a ripoff. So,
Well, the funny thing is they did a Steve McQueen reissue in 2009. It was like $10,000.
did it also use the Solita movement, I think?
I think it used an ETA movement.
Was that the one with the racing stripes, though? there's something about it that wasn't quite like the original
No,
one.
no. The golf one is a modern thing. That's the same as mine, but it was.
That's also a ripoff. $10,000 watch with an ETA movement is a freaking ripoff.
I know. I agree. But they're not the first and only people to do that.
Now, Robert Padilla actually is bringing the heat today, much like the habanero sauce on Buffalo Wild Wings, or the ghost pepper, which is actually seriously freaking hot. And if you like hot stuff, I seriously suggest you try it.
I love hot stuff.
Oh God, yeah. Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh my God, yeah. You'll be yeah. You got to try them though. You'll be sending your next 2 or 3 days worth of video content from the bathroom, but worth it.
Worth it. Okay.
All right. Now, however, he's asking, isn't the Omega 2500D an ETA?
Might have to bring Rain Man in to answer that question.
You know, actually, I know who we could bring in.
Not Rain Man? Rain Man Don?
Oh, he was giving me crap about the bracelet, for Pete's sake.
Who?
Don. Yeah.
You can get a replacement bracelet for a few $100s on eBay anytime you want.
But I think, Doc. I think the original bracelet is dated, isn't it? You could just replace the end bit, couldn't you, Doc?
You can, yeah. There's so many options for the stupid bracelet. The bracelet's like, who cares?
But the fact that it's the original correct bracelet does add to the.
I would keep it unless it's not functional.
Well, there's see that top link. There's a little dent right there.
Ooh, so sorry. Have a little dent.
I know. That's what. Yeah, the bracelet. That in-link was actually messed up. It was unfolded. It was kind of apart, so I kind of used that as a braces to get them down.
We have a super chat request.
Super chat request. Getting on it. Nate of Melbourne. $10 equals 10 minutes free of Salida shitter talk. Okay. Now, is that talk? Are you? We need clarification on that. Is that us not bashing? Oh, that's a pretty one. Is that yours?
What?
I love. Okay, that's the Ultraman because of the orange secondhand, right?
Oh, mine. Yes. Now that's not an original Ultraman, which would be something like $30,000.
Oh wait. Okay, so let's give him 10 minutes of Salida shitter talk, starting now.
But
So
then
Archie's type player.
I have to mention something that Chris Fry said earlier. Another statement he made, which was very much on point, but I'll wait 10 minutes and hopefully remember it.
Okay.
You didn't ask me, but I can tell you about my Ultraman, which is that I was on eBay looking around and I found an original orange hand that was right. That was, you know, the right year and all of that good stuff. And I was like, hot damn. So I bought it and I had my watchsmith put this one on my watch. So the original one is sitting nicely in a vault. And now mine is an Ultraman, so I can read it much easier because in my case, without the loom, which mine doesn't have loom, of course, I pointed that out. You suck. Mine doesn't have loom, so it's much harder to read it with that white second hand going around and not think it's the minute hand. So with the orange one, I can distinguish it at a glance. That's why I swapped. Plus, I like the look.
1 minute.
Now, you're going to have to do something with this sweatsuit of yours, Clive, because I know the workout's over and it keeps hiding the watch. Every time you raise your arm up, you can't see the watch because you've got your sweatsuit on.
You know, is there a cold snap? Is there a cold snap in Arizona? It got damn chilly here in Oklahoma all of a sudden. We went from 80 to 40 in one day.
It is chilly. It is like 75. 75 degrees, which is a little chilly. It was 90 degrees earlier in the week, but it was a warm spell when it was 90. But I'm sitting out on the patio right now, soaking in the birds and the sunshine.
2 minutes. And actually, I have to admit one thing: the legibility. Now, but on the other hand, Archie's been telling me and everyone else to get a man on the moon. So, are you satisfied with this purchase, Pontiff?
Hey, I think you have really hit pay dirt, and I just say it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. You're really a lovely guy, Clive, and man, that is just an amazing find. That's all I can say. It's amazing, and I gotta say, you've hit pay dirt. You really have hit pay dirt, and
now, if anyone else needs advice on buying a luxury watch or selling a luxury watch, what resources would these people have?
They can have a phone call with Archie, $50 an hour. I've just been doing some consultancy work yesterday. I'm happy to do consultancy work. Very, very keen. But CLYVERS, you've graduated. That's your PhD in fisturology there. A 321. Man, that's amazing.
So, and also, FIS stands for the Premier Horological Institute of Swiss Timepieces. Please send Archie Luxury $20 by PayPal to archieluxury72@gmail.com and get fisted today.
That's it.
Or in 4 to 6, or into 4 to 6 weeks, or whenever his mojo comes back.
Yes.
Or the black dog if depression runs off, or his dad quits buying cars. Or anyway, cool.
Hey, doctor, did you see that after my dad bought the car, a better deal came out the day after? Did you see that, Doc?
I did, and actually, you know what? I think it's a better deal for you, but I've listened to your dad in conversation a few times. I don't think he would want the sunroof and the wider tires. I'm not even sure he'd care about the paint job.
Oh, Dr. Mexico. Actually, Doctor, we have Dr. Mexico, Dr. BBW, being Dr. Mexico, Dr. Mexico, Dr. BBW. I'm sure you guys can find stuff to talk about. Now, however, 3,500. Now he's sending five and a half euros over to Archie. $3,500 for a 2016 Speedmaster Moonwatch with presentation, box, and papers. Good deal? Question mark.
Good deal. Very good deal. Grab it. That's a good deal.
I think it's a reasonable deal. I don't think it's a hot deal.
Well, I mean, how much are they going at Joma Shop for? Joma Shop's put the price up a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were $3,350. That was the cheapest I ever saw them. But $3,500 with the presentation box is pretty damn good.
Exactly. I think it's a good deal. It's not like a hot deal. It's not like
I've seen that box. I've seen those boxes go for like $500, $600.
He's not an honorary rapist like the Wrangler.
No.
What? Neither you forgot grave robber. This is actually a dead man's, but he passed recently, so it's a fresh corpse.
Well, the thing is, CLYVERS, it's not for you to educate somebody what it's worth. Your job there is to, people pay. You make an offer, they accept or they don't accept.
Oh, is the 10 minutes up yet?
No, actually, I think we're just at 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. I'm just timing it on my. Oops, I better not say. I'm timing it on something with a stopwatch.
6 minutes. It's actually not. I mean, one of the things I've actually noticed is that the minute sits there, and as soon as the second hand gets up to the zero position or the I love that.
It's a fine tool, precise. I think for Dr. Mexico, if you don't already have a Rolex, I'll honestly say I would go for the Rolex first and then the Speedmaster second. What do you think about that order?
Well, I agree, because the Rolex is going to be waterproof, whereas the Omega is for someone who's a purist. Can they handle the fact they got to manually wind it every day? Can they handle the fact it's got a Helsa-like glass? Can they handle the fact that Clive has the original? Can they handle that fact? Can they handle that? I'm having trouble handling that fact, and I'm in a different continent.
Well, here's the thing. Here's how I see it.
I've got the original. 7 minutes, by the way. $10 super chat from Vladimir. Fistos Vladimir. Vladimir would like to do a shout out to the sucker horn. Now, is the sucker horn on the board or not?
He is on the board. I was about to do that myself.
Horn.
Sucker Nice. Respectos
Like a
has been.
barbershop quartet. Barbershop quartet -1.
Okay, Respectos has been rendered. Gentlemen, Nate of Melbourne, $10 Australian. Guys, my collection is Submariner ceramic date, 2-door black blade, black blood, blue, 2-door black bay blue, GMT Master 2 black and Man on the Moon. That's not. What should my next move be? Nice, actually.
I don't think you have to rush into anything with that collection.
Has he got a GMT function in there?
Yeah,
You got a
GMT
Master 2.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
Jesus
got Batman.
Christ.
That's why it's like, wow, that's like Full House.
Is he cool enough to get a reverso?
You don't have a chronograph.
I thought he had
He says he has a Man on the Moon. He says he has a Man on the Moon.
No, GMT Master 2 black. Oh, GMT Master 2. Oh, black and Man on the Moon. Okay, got it. So he's got the black belt.
I mean, I'm like, wow, what else do you need? I mean, yeah, there's some other stuff you can get, but like Daytona, but
No, he's already got the chronograph.
So,
well, you know that applied logo, that applied Amiga logo really catches the light. 9 minutes, by the way.
That's why I worked so hard to get the transitional that I got that still had the applied logo instead of the painted logo. I wanted that badly.
Reverso, maybe a dress watch, possibly.
The interesting thing is when you look at his collection, there's not a dress watch to be found. So it makes me wonder, is he really into the dress watch? Is he looking for a Patek or anything
I think dress watches are over, Doc. I got to be honest with you. Any analog watch is a dress watch. I'm sorry, the 90s are over, Doc.
I agree. And actually, I have only a few dress watches.
I'm almost dress watch. I don't think I have any dress watches, come to think of it.
You could say the Explorer 1 could be borderline. It's
that's true.
Cool. That is so cool, that watch. And tell me this. Do you really have to sell the purple sub? Do you really need to sell the purple sub?
Who? Me?
I think so.
Clivey.
No, yeah, I think so. Because he passed on one. So, and I'm a man of my word.
I suppose the thing is this. I got to be honest with you, Clive.
Yeah.
Your collection is a living thing. It's like a living organism. It grows, it contracts.
Oh, we can
Like
talk
an
shit on
amoeba.
Pluta now.
Yes.
We're past
Make sure to mention when the time is up, by the way.
You know,
What's up?
I think
What's up?
it might be time, Clive, I got to be honest with you, it might be time to get rid of the purple sub because you've already got fucking a no date sub. You've got
And a
sea
date
dweller.
sub.
And I mean, how many fucking variants
But he
do you
also-
need there?
He also got the date sub now, so he's got a no date sub, date sub.
Yeah, I reckon you might be a bit top heavy there, a bit Dolly Parton on subs. So I think the purple sub.
Guys, forgot the Sea Dweller, pre-ceramic.
Right?
Yes. I mean, I reckon it might be. I think, Clive, the answer for you is, I'm being honest with you. I'm not trying to say this because me and Doc have got a deal going. And I want to make you feel good before you back out of the deal. Like you fucking backed out of my deal. But, I just wanted to say that, CLYVERS, realistically.
Monotortanting. It's
think,
not just a matter of money. It's truly my passion.
I think really 1 2-tone is enough. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and that's the gold nipple dial, and that actually,
that's the ultimate. If I had a choice of the gold nipple dial GMT or the purple sub, I'd say gold nipple dial GMT. GMTs are very hot, and I got to be honest.
I agree with that. I agree with that because when I was looking for my gold nipple GMT, they were so damn hard to find.
But the gold nipple GMT has 2 of my favorite things in life.
Nipples and nipples.
gold, and nipples.
Oh, it has the two I like are nipples
And the thing is,
nipples.
too, you can't get the nipple dial on the steel GMT. It only came on two-tone or the solid gold.
That's the only
Right.
way. We have a super chat from Dr. Mexico.
Dr. Mexico. Thank you all. Thank all of you for making these live shows. You really put a smile on my face. Feels like friends are talking. Well, me and
Which
Dr.
at this
Bruce.
point, that's what happens now, you know.
I got to tell you, so Clive,
First I was a customer, but then I became a friend. That's the way it works.
Yeah,
Now, if you
I
also
was a customer, and then he gave me my money back. But we won't talk about that, okay? Now, CLYVERS, you're going to ship have you shipped the purple sub yet, or are you going to ship it out on Monday? What's the go?
Well, I'm going to ship that off in Gloria as well.
And how much did you sell that for? Is that getting too personal? Is that okay if I ask?
Way too personal.
Okay.
Way too
How
personal.
much did you pay, Doc?
Dr. Bruce?
I won't say how much I bought it for either, because apparently that's personal.
No, that's okay. That's okay. So that's coming in.
Oh, by the way, Dr. Bruce, Dr. Bruce, you still want the mug with it too, right?
I love the mug.
Love the mug.
Okay, we'll do a
Now
mug with it.
let me tell you that I shopped around to find a purple for the best price possible, and then Clive matched that price.
Wow,
That's
you
what
can't argue with that. That's pretty cool.
That's what kind of guy he is.
No, hey, Clive's a great guy. Don't let him. Don't tell him that, because he's a. I don't want his ego to get out of control. You know.
Now Tan's Demands put another super chat.
Oh, Tan. Okay. Oh, hey, Cardinal Ving, how you doing?
In the house.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Okay, we haven't.
Hey, I didn't steal gin. I didn't steal a fucking 3-2-1 from a granny. Okay, I'm in a great mood today. Okay, I'm in a great fucking mood.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
You know, I gave Clive a hard time about that when he sent me a picture of that watch, and then for some reason he stopped texting me after I told him that I correctly told him that he got it off a dead corpse.
Yeah, that's correct.
He likes dead corpse watches. He's got the German collection.
Clive, you've got to read Tan Deal's super chat now.
Okay, $5 super chat. Oh, but okay. Before I get to that, real quick, you know, it just seems like not too long ago, Tristan from Leo and Ferris was in a live chat with a moribund another watch guru, and it seems like Tristan also he made several references to Nazis.
Several of them. I was there.
Yeah, I expect him to maybe take that, and maybe take Puerto Rico's opening. Hi, old guys.
You know what though? He might have been sabotaging. He might have been sabotaging him without he even knowing what was going on. Because YouTube does not like it if you put that in there. Of course, we've sabotaged Archie by saying the same thing.
We've sabotaged Archie by just being on the stream. So let's be honest.
But that doesn't really matter. I'm not earning much money out of this crap, you know.
I mean, let's just face
it.
We can't really damage the channel further than he's damaged.
It's already damaged.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah,
good point.
We're kind of like the horological buzzards of YouTube, aren't we? I guess we're certain.
Leave it to Ving to bring sanity to this house. Yeah. Okay.
Now, Tanzone, sorry, $5 super chat. Archie, would you have sex with Clive while Dr. BBW saying Britney Spears hits in the background? Okay, now look, Tan, you haven't. You haven't worked in a reference to Duty Robson, so I'm a little disappointed with you, Tan. I got to be honest. For which of the following? 321 Speedy Moonwatch for 5K. or 5K. Or 5K.
I think, to be honest with you, seriously, Clive, don't take this the wrong way, Clive, but I actually would partake in that if I could get that for 5K. And Doc's going to finance it for me, aren't you, Doc? Easy finance.
My job is only to sing Britney Spears.
Yep.
Yeah, I would do that. I would do that. When do you want to meet up?
Would you do that? Would you rather do that? Would you rather have?
But the vacuum's going to leave the room. The vacuum has to leave the room. That's the only proviso I've got. The vacuum must leave the room. Okay. That's the only proviso.
So would you rather do that for the? Would you rather do that for my speed? For my speed?
Definitely for the 321. I'm not
Or
doing
would you rather do that for the $5,000?
I'm not doing it for $5,000. I want the watch. The watch is worth way more. I think that watch could be worth 20, Doc.
And you know what? If there's some way to prove that the hands are original, 20 grand it is.
You know what I'd do if I were you, Clive? You've got to hunt down the boxes for all this shit. Just get the old, even if you buy doggy Amigas, to get a vintage 60s box, get it, and put the fucking watch in. It'll just, that's what I would do.
Now, honestly, that's an optional thing, but I would spend a few $100s to get authenticated by Amiga. That's going to be well spent money to have that certificate of authentication or authenticity. Yes.
So, Ving, what's up with you in Mississippi burning?
It's as soon as I arrived, the crosses started. The cross burnings intensified. What can I say?
Oh, okay. Tanzil realized you're here. Ving, as you are a human abacus, can you please let Clive know how much money he could make by flicking that 321 he has ripped from a dead man's wrist? No, that is completely unfair, Tanzil. It was the grave digger that ripped it from the dead man's wrist. I simply paid the grave digger. So technically, mine are clean and uncalloused.
I think from now on, when we refer to the Wrangler, we have to also consider referring to him dead man fisting.
Is that saying I'm a dead man who's fisting, or I'm fisting dead men?
I think it can go whichever way it needs to go. I just like the sound of it, dead man fisting, and it applies to you.
Kind of okay. So
Ving, it sounds like your
what's up
throat
with
is
you?
sore. Is your
Sorry?
throat sore?
No, it's not sore.
It's not.
How did we suddenly move from fisting dead men to sore throats?
It sounded like your throat is sore, and I thought maybe it was from all those crosses burning down there in Mississippi. Sometimes when the smoke gets in there, it messes up your throat. All right, the 10 minutes must be up by now, right?
Yeah.
No, I told you like. No, I told you several minutes ago that the 10 minutes were up.
But I got it.
Because Chris Fry's mentioned something very good point on the Monaco, which we can now talk about because time's up.
Sure.
Okay, Tanzil, that was okay. Never mind. That's borderline racist. Well, if one, okay. Nate of Melbourne, $10. Drink up, Starchy. Now, Nate, we need to know: is that for Scotch? Who is the corpse watch dealer?
Yes, I'll go and get that, guys. I'll go and get that. Just tell me the drink.
No,
I'll get it.
No, I don't know. He sent you $10. I'm not sure. Is that for Scotch or is that for 2 beers?
If they don't say anything, I think it's my choice. If they don't say, I can pick, Clive.
Okay.
Actually, I would love a Scotch. I'm just going to go and get some ice. I'm going to have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Scotch. That'll be amazing. I really need that as a pick-me-up at the moment because some asshole's been ripping off grannies. And I wasn't there to outsmart the rancher.
Well, before you leave, let me just give you a little thought. It's actually not my thought. It was Chris Fry's thought. But I agree with it completely. And that is that, the Monaco that you got, which is the Steve McQueen version with the nice blue dial. And that blue is one of those things that doesn't photograph very well. So to have the blue dial.
Much like Archie.
All of that goodness. You could always get a lesser Monaco because some of them had black dials and all the other variations. I think they had gray dials, but to get the blue one, that's the only one that's really the Steve McQueen. And
I'm not sure if they did the black one in the caliber 11. That would be the caliber 12s, and you got to have the crown on the wrong side,
They definitely did a caliber 11 and something other than the blue because
they did a golf version. They've got a golf version which is really fucking cool. The golf one.
It's cool, but it's not original.
I know. I'm gonna go and get my Scotch. Hang on there, guys. You keep.
So anyway, I think it was a good find. That's my opinion.
Oh, wow. Captain Zed saw a 5513 for 7K original dial. Okay, Zed, is the owner still... Wait, super chat. Archie? Okay, of course, Archie the
Sorry,
Enraged.
gone, I think.
Yeah, Archie, if you're enraged with envy and lust for the 321 that Clive owns, what would you offer him for your collection for a trade for the 3? Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, okay, guys, now let's see while he's gone. See, normally I object. Normally I object when he leaves and puts up a picture to cover up the fact that he's leaving, but that one I can put up with. So what do you think if Archie was to say take a trade? Obviously it wouldn't be the Patek, obviously, because he's not even he's that. So what do you think it should be?
What would it be?
The Breguet?
No.
Would you take the? Well, I mean, obviously that wouldn't be a fair trade.
You don't want a Kelly? You don't want a Kelly?
And it wouldn't be the Speedmaster, obviously, because I like mine better. Patina.
I'm in a really good mood today, so guess what? I've actually chosen a clean glass. Normally they are stained, so I'm actually going to put some ice there. I'm going to pour one for myself.
Oh, you're back. So you got a super chat that we are not able to answer.
Sure. Fire away.
What would you offer Clyde of a trade for your collection for the Speedy?
Cool. I tell you what I would offer. Oh, very good question.
It really is. I'm thinking, damn, that's actually pretty good.
I think
here we go.
I think he'd start with the Tissot. He'd start with the Tissot and go from there.
No, I'm not. I'm dealing with pros here. How about a straight swap for the Breguet? The Breguet?
No, are you kidding? That chick watch? No.
See, I thought you were going to say straight swap Man on the Moon for Man on the Moon. That's what I thought you were going to say.
Okay, how's this for a deal? Let's be honest here, okay? How about my Man on the Moon plus my Polar?
Oh.
That's about the money. What do you reckon?
Oh,
my Man on the Moon and my Polar, right? There's money in it for you. So you basically... It's a good deal because you basically, cheers, by the way, cheers. Smells amazing. CLYVERS, it's a good deal because you basically get the Man on the Moon for free. So you buy my 2000s Speedy. Sorry, you buy my Explorer 2 Polar box, no papers. And you get a Man on the Moon 2004 box and papers, everything for that crummy old dinted watch there, which badly needs a service.
Technically, the watch isn't dented, just the bracelet.
Doc, I'm on a roll. Could you fucking just work with me, Doc? Okay, okay. And Doc, and the best thing, I reckon that's fair money. What do you reckon? It's not as terrible as you think, is it? What do you reckon, guys?
I think it's totally as terrible as we think.
No. It's on the money. What's the Explorer 2 is worth 5, and the Speedy's worth 2.5, 3, 8,000 US. Cheers, guys. 3,000 profit for you, CLYVERS.
Oh, no. I bought it. You see, one of the things I've learned is haggle like a bitch, and I don't do shit for free. And that would be giving away a Grail watch for
okay. How about I give you a 3-piece meal deal combo for the watch? Here we go. 3-piece meal deal. Can I give you a 3-piece meal deal?
Okay.
Okay, 3-piece meal deal for that Omega. I'm going to give you, firstly, I'm going to give you the Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. So you do have a moon watch still, okay? I'm going to
copy of
give you
one,
a GMT. Going to have an Explorer 2. And you need a diver. So you're going to have a chrono, a GMT function watch, and you're going to have a diver. So I'm going to throw in the Tudor Black Bay Heritage. 3-piece meal deal, combo deal. What do you think? Now that's a fair deal.
I will say the Tudor is very different from all of your pre-ceramic Rolexes because that burgundy really does pop.
Come on, Clive, 3 for 1. 3 for 1, CLYVERS.
Let me think about this. So you want to offer a lesser Speedmaster for a Grail. You want to offer me a Explorer 2 with a box and no papers when I already have an Explorer 2 with a box and papers. And what else?
Mine's not rattlesnake, but it's not the rattlesnake. It's not rattlesnake, but
it also doesn't have ladyboy remnants on the clasp and around the bracelet because you don't realize how hard that would be. I would stick it in an ultrasonic for like I don't know until 2015.
Okay,
I think you
the tuner.
I think you can get rid of that with 2 weeks of soaking.
In acid.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I don't. I'm trying to think if there's anything.
I tell you what, I love a scotch in the morning. You know that? Whoever said you can't drink before 12, they've never tried it.
No. Okay. Now, Captain.
The person who said that was drinking at 1 o'clock.
Right. Now, Clive, counter him for your rare modern art collection for his Patek. Nice. That's about an equal trade. No, because now Captain Zed said Reverso, Type 20, and a Man on the Moon. I have a duo face Reverso. You see, that's really the difference. Well, I don't know. Do we really want to get personal or not?
I'm gonna say that Clive must have suffered in so many ways that we cannot imagine to have this bargain
handed to him on a plate.
Yes.
Now,
dead man handed over to him.
Yeah. Also,
but you must admit, Clive's going to look after it. Like, let's be honest there, okay? Has it gone to a nasty lawyer who's taken advantage of a uninformed seller? But Clive is actually going to cherish this thing to the day he dies.
That's absolutely correct. He actually told me he wasn't even going to really wear it because he really loves the bagel sport.
I mean, let's be honest. That watch there, Clive, you love it. You love it to death. I mean, that you know the true value of it. You're going to look after it.
Well,
I'm not kidding about the bagel sport.
In that case, Clive, I'm gonna at your funeral. I will be there. I'll be more.
So will I. We will be fighting.
we'll wait for about 15 seconds. And then we'll be fighting to open the box.
We'll be fighting to open the box and look in. Okay.
No, sorry, guys, but I'm not going to have a funeral. It's going to be a memorial service because I'm going to get cremated. And you know why?
Okay. Before you go into the big oven.
Yeah. The reason why is practice makes perfect. I might as well be used to it.
I think his children are willing to let that Speedmaster go for $10,000 because they really don't like watches. So Bing and I will be there going back and forth at it.
Yeah, we'll just tell them.
You mean at the watch or each other?
You have a very creative mind there, Clive. Putting your fantasies aside.
Yeah.
Bing and
Archie,
yes.
$10 super chat. Tanzone, sorry. I mean, honestly, Archie, I've been half-assed keeping track of the super chats, and you should have like 4 of these. I mean, sorry.
No worries.
Well, you should have like 40 of these.
Okay, thank you.
400. Anyway. Okay, Tanzone, sorry. $10 super chat. Archie, if Clyde were to auction off his 321 Speedy off on the live stream, nuts. Would he make more money than A, Fed spends on tie hookers, Dr. BBW makes selling bifocals at Costco, or AGV loses selling his AP?
Ha 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 ha. Well, I can tell you this now. I was roof-fed in Thailand, and the stingy son of a bitch never paid for any for me. I even took him into a club and said, "Hey, it would be really cool if we could have a practice session." And I was trying to get him to pay the bill. You know how you have a friend with you and you're trying to get them to cough up the bill?
No, I've never done a friend that way. Have you ever done a friend that way, Dr. BBW?
You know how you take him out to it was kind of a it was
Bing,
a soapy,
have you ever done that?
house, and he couldn't
No.
he wouldn't do anything. The guy is boring. You know that he's as boring as shit.
I've never been with a prostitute.
Captain Zed. Now, Captain
I did
Zed
not
is
inhale.
actually...
Nothing's
Captain
free in this world, Doc.
I don't really
You
want to know
always-
what you meant by practice
Oh, no.
section.
Now, Captain Zed... Now, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Captain Zed. AC3. Protect for Clive's Man on the Moon 321 and 2 of Clive's Rolexes.
Oh, yes, sir. Okay, so the Patek for the Man on the Moon, and I get to pick 2 Rolexes from Clive.
But he doesn't care. He's just got a whole bunch of the same thing, Rolex-wise.
Well, I would say I want the nipple dial GMT.
Except for that. He's only got one of that.
Okay, Clive, I want one of those. And I would take the pre-ceramic Sea Dweller. Thank you, sir.
See, I thought you were going to go... I thought you were actually going to go for the gold Explorer dial semi-bubble back with the
No.
engine.
It's faggot size. I can't use that shit.
Well, again, that's why I thought you were going to go for it.
And slightly off topic, there's absolutely nothing wrong with shopping at Costco.
Thank you very much. Well, we don't have Costco. We have Sam's Club.
Same people now.
And I do love gay black Jewish men, by the way, just out of interest if anyone's getting the wrong ideas.
What about trannies?
Hey, I'll do anything. If you give me a 3-2-1, anything goes. You own me for an hour.
Actually,
you can do anything you want with the body.
Because, well, actually, I think Archie prefers...
For a 3-2-1, you get an hour of whatever you want to do, okay?
Well, actually, I think Archie... Oh, I just... That sunk in just now. It's like...
Yes. Not a pretty picture.
I wonder... Yeah.
But
God,
that should make you proud, Clive, that you got this 3-2-1. That's
Now,
such a thing that he would give a full hour of anything they want.
Anything.
he'd get up and leave in the middle.
No, Doc's going to drug me. You got some stuff you can give me, Doc, can't you? So I won't remember.
No, I want to give him stuff where he remember. No.
There are plenty of drugs for that purpose, but I'm not going to go into details, and you're not my patient.
Hey, Doc, did you like my video about the fact that my dad had the Mercedes-Benz secondhand, and it was the same price as when I bought the World Time, and when he sold it, it was a lot less than that. Did you like that kind of concept in a video?
Well, I mean, I think it speaks to the idea that this is not supposed to be something we do for investment purposes, but clearly, you know, most of the time, if you get a solid watch, you're going to do a lot better than a car.
Oh, by the way, here's a $5 super chat. Bing, I tell you what, you want to take this? You want to take moderating this one?
Sure. $5 from Pantheon Sorry. Arch, an aging white male, negotiated $5,000 for a 321 Speedy. So I'm not sure how much negotiating there is to do with the dead person, but okay. What would the following races be able to negotiate on the watch? Russian, Chinese, Indian.
Now, just before you start saying anything, Archie, remember that everyone's going to say that whatever you answer, it's racist. But Anzil's asking.
I would say the Russian themselves there, they wouldn't get the deal because they would be offering 2.5. And the lady would get pissed off and just walk out. The Vietnamese would pay 6.5.
Really?
Yeah, because the Vietnamese are, no offense to any Vietnamese watching this, because I love their food, I love their women, I love everything. But the Vietnamese themselves there would I got to be honest with you. The Vietnamese themselves would offer more because they're very polite. The Vietnamese are very fucking crooked fuckers. Okay, they're the most crooked fuckers you'll ever meet. Okay.
Okay.
Chinese would just say, "What do you want? Okay, here's the cash. Now fuck off." Okay, bye.
Indian.
They'd be out. Indian couldn't pull it off. Indian couldn't pull it off. Okay.
They'd be offering the 2.5 also, wouldn't they?
Yeah, and then they'd lowball even further. They're just terrible.
But I'm gonna beg to differ you on that one. That I know a little bit about Vietnamese, and I don't think they'd offer you 6,000.
Shit,
They'd
I'll take on one tick there.
They'd offer you. Oh wait.
Hello.
They'd offer Clive. They'd offer Clive 2,500. He would say no. 3,000. He would say no. 2,500.
No, it's coming.
I don't think Kenny Nguyen runs by giving more
I
than.
can't hear Ving because of Archie.
On Monday. Okay, so
Oh, you mean like Clive last night with his Archie sounds on the soundboard while listening to Archie?
No. They tried to come to my home, but they didn't knock on the door because Ronnie was
Work with me, not against me.
Mailbox saying, "Oh, you weren't home." But anyhow.
Oh, if you go to the soundboard,
It's there. It's there on Monday. Yeah.
canister pit free and always will be.
And
So,
I'm actually
okay.
talking to. I'm actually, I just want to let you know, I'm actually talking to the doctor who's going to buy it. Okay, so how do we? Anything
Like,
else you want
subscribe,
me to
and
say
tell
to
your
the doctor?
friend.
What's he talking about? I'm buying.
Wake up and buy it. Wake up and buy the dial. Doctor's got to buy the dial.
Oh, that dial. I forgot about that dial.
I fucked up big time,
Okay.
Terry.
Let me know. I'll let you know. It's all cool. Thank you. Yeah, that was just my friend making sure I received that rare Daytona dial, but that's okay.
Have you photographed it?
No. They said I wasn't home. They tried to deliver it, but they didn't knock on the door. They're just lazy sons of. I'll get it on Monday.
No worries.
What is that? What is that round, long, cylindrical thing you're putting in your mouth?
It's a Vietnamese bagel.
Okay.
With pork in it.
You see, now when you say Vietnamese are really polite, we actually have a lot of Vietnamese over here in the flyover states, and they are not polite. They're aggressive and pushy as hell. But I just figured it out.
Those are North Vietnamese. I deal with South Vietnamese. There's two different.
Someone here has asked a question. It's not a super chat, but I think it deserves asking. And that is, which makes you happier, Clive? Archie's soundboard or your new 321?
That's a toughie, actually. That is really a toughie. But
surprisingly harder than it would be for me.
Well,
For me, not even close.
Trouble is, there's so many things. Yeah.
Oh, hi.
But you really like the soundboard. You're like, you start smiling like a little kid when the soundboard is up and Archie leaves.
Hello.
Your girlfriend asked me to give you a call to set up
Omega Speedbuster, man on the
I can have it both ways.
Yes, sir.
The real man on the moon.
The real deal.
Yep. Australian hot dog. So, Ving, what's up with you, man?
I don't know that I've just about given up, written off that one watch that got lost in the mail.
Was that the Omega?
No, that was the Universal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a gold one too. So it's and I mean, I actually am more upset about it than I appear to be. Is that a Compax?
Did you ring him up, Jen? Did you ring him up and say, "What the fuck is my parcel"?
And well, the thing is, the tracking shows that it entered Canada. It did make it into Canada. After it made it into Canada,
You are feeling very sleepy.
the
Your eyes are.
Canadian
Wait, they already are.
Well, I don't know. What
Hold it up nice and still for a second, because I couldn't really see it.
Oh, hello, humanity. $2 super chat from Neo. Nice to be here, friends. Neo. Sorry, Ving. Go ahead.
Vin, yeah. So it entered Canada and some bastard pinched it.
I think so. I mean, it has to have been because, or it was lost or something. So I raised an inquiry right now, and they're looking for it. But
Was it insured?
no, I forgot to insure
It's
it.
not insured?
Oh,
No.
fuck me.
How much did you pay for it?
2,000.
Oh, fuck.
Did you put it on credit card?
No. Well, if I put on credit card, I mean that would only be if it was if you got scammed or something.
Now,
that would.
Jim, can I tell you how to get it back or not? Can I tell you how to get it back?
$10 super chat. $10 super chat by Patrick Seuss. Okay. Arch, thanks for your consultation this week. Slowly building a collection now. And shout out to Ruben and Abe. Oh, okay.
Ruben and Abe, that's
Say
right.
goodbye-
They're getting removed next week, I'm afraid. They're being removed.
Say goodbye
next
to
week.
his little friends.
I got to tell you the truth, guys. No, Patrick's a cool guy. I met up with him. He's a lovely guy. He's buying. I've just brokered a deal for him. He's buying an Ingenua.
Okay.
Not from me, because I don't want to sell mine, but a friend of a friend. And I got to tell you this, Jin, you know what you need to do? I can tell you how to get your watch back. It hasn't gone missing. What's happened is the thugs at the postal service have put it to the side. They're going to pretend it's missing, but it's not missing. It's only if you call up enough times that it will actually turn up. So what you need to do is you need to ring every day.
Yes, I agree.
And what you need to do is you need to get a name of a manager who you also ring every day. And you say to him, I don't really care about the parcel coming back. I want to make sure you shit blood. That's what you need. You use that line. And you also say, I know we're not common couriers. You've lost my parcel, but how many thousand times can I ring you to really piss you off before you get an order against me? That's what you got to say to them.
Okay, Bing, here's what I say you say.
This is what you do. And you tell them you want the police called in. If it's gone missing, you want the police called.
Okay, I agree with Archie
the
on the last
parcel will
part.
turn up. The parcel will turn up. It's not stolen. They've placed it in the side. The guy has placed it in the side. If you kick up enough stink, it'll turn up, Ving. I've done this heaps of times.
Also,
I agree you should call every day or nearly every day. And you should call saying, I just want to make sure I know what's going on here and whether I need to call the police or not about it or not. And they'll say, oh, no, we just need a little more time to find it. Yeah.
And what you need
I agree
to do,
with
Bing, I got really nasty. The only time that they'd stopped me being nasty was they told me the mafia had stolen it in Chicago. Hello to the Chicago mafia. Hello to Chicago Phil. And they told me, here's the full money back. Here's more money than you requested. So shut up about it. That's what they said to me politely.
And there was a super chat from
I've got it right here. I've got it right here. From Tanzil. Tanzil, sorry. Arch, which of the following Clive's friends are secretly raging inside with envy for the 321? Rudolph Nobson, Dr. BBW, Ronald McDonald Haynes, AGV.
Definitely Ronald McDonald Haynes. He's a bit of a sore loser, that guy. Like, I think it's good. I think Clive deserves it, but Ronald McDonald couldn't even say anything nice to him. That's just a contact.
And that was a trick question because I'm not keeping secrets about mine.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you. Now,
You suck.
by the way, Bing, you could also call the U.S. Postal Inspectors enough times and get up with them. Those are the inspectors inside the U.S. Postal Service.
Well, I wish I had it delivered to the U.S., but I had it delivered to Canada.
Don't they have postal inspectors in Canada?
Is that okay? Everything cool?
Clive, you're funny.
$5 super chat.
Happy, Josh?
Okay.
Oh, you got new clean wrap. I couldn't find it. Oh,
Okay, seriously, really? Okay, let's handle this one on a cardinal basis.
Hello.
Hello, $5 super chat from Neo. I need someone to set me straight. I thought I wanted a 39mm Explorer 1, but I've seen photos, and I think the 36 millimeter looks better. What am I seeing?
Well, first of all, kudos to the fact that he knows he needs somebody to set him straight. So that's a starting point. Right there.
36 mils girl size. Now that Clive's got the 321, we can just say the truth. It's fucking girl size. Okay? You get the 39. 36 is too small. 36 is too small. Okay?
If you really want, get the 39 for yourself and the 36 for your girlfriend.
Exactly.
Or here's a thought: go into an AD and try them on.
No, but they don't have it. They don't have a 36. 36 is an obsolete model.
Oh, that's right. Well, okay, try on a 36 millimeter date just. I mean,
Also,
different dynamics, Clive.
Also,
yeah, but it should give you a rough idea of the size.
You know what?
There's
Actually, you know what I would do? I would go to a dealer and try on a 39 mil Explorer, and then go try on a Tudor Black Bay 36. That's almost the same watch as an Explorer 1. I mean, the bracelet's different, the dial's a bit different, but you know, the feel will be the same.
Except the Tudor's a little thicker, so it wears a little bigger than the Explorer will. If he gets a 36 Explorer, it's fairly thin compared to it, and it'll seem very delicate, very nice and small.
Good advice from Cardinal Ving. $10 super chat from Tanzil Ansari. Arch, which of the following is the lowest form of scum of earth today? All caps. Today is all caps.
Okay.
Trump in Syria, Clive in Oklahoma, AGV in his castle in Yorkshire, Don Haynes in a McDonald's parking lot.
AGV in a castle in Yorkshire.
No. There's a reason he put it in all caps. On today, with the announcement of the $5,000 321, I think that officially makes Clive in Oklahoma the scum of the earth.
Yes.
No, but
we support the Trumpster. I got to tell you, I think he did the right thing by blasting the shit out of that son of a bitch.
I'm going to say that at least it wasn't just random fire over there. It was supposedly targeted, whether we have the right intelligence or not. That's the theory.
Tell you what,
So
at least that son of a bitch realized that America is not to be fucked with, and it's told the Russians a thing or two about diplomacy. You may help me win the election, but I hate your guts. Very clever.
You're drinking too much of the Kool-Aid there. The Russians didn't help Trump win any election.
No, I think they did. I think he's reminding him that the next payment is due. It's like a collection call.
Anyway, none of that matters because on today, Clive in Oklahoma is officially the scum of the earth.
Yes, but I mean, Doc.
No. I would.
Doc, even though you sound like a Democrat, you support the president in his execution, don't you?
Absolutely. I voted for him. That's part of the reason why I can't show my face.
And as for you, Clive, even though Clive, you're a Democrat, you support the president's action, don't you?
I don't know. I haven't really read up about it, so I'm gonna have to claim ignorance.
I'm gonna hope though that even though you're a Democrat, you hope that our president succeeds in whatever way.
Well, of course. Yeah.
I have Democrat friends in California who do not think like that. They want to see him fail.
And even you, Gene, even though you're from Canada, communist Canada, you support the president, don't you?
Of course.
He has a hat.
No, well, I do have the hat too, yeah.
What does the hat say?
Honestly,
it says "Make America Great Again." Come on, man.
Oh, okay.
No, it says "Ole Miss." I can see it from here.
No, that's this hat, but I mean, I do have a MAGA hat as well. I bought that one mostly to walk through like hipster neighborhoods and troll people with.
What do they say in hipster neighborhoods when you wear it?
They usually don't say much, but I usually get the hint that I'm not so welcome there.
Can I ask you this? What's the ultimate hipster's watch? Tudor Black Bay?
Sorry, the ultimate hipster watch is a stupid smartwatch.
Ah.
Yeah, that's what they're into.
Okay.
Soy boys
okay.
with a nice hipster smartwatch. The cheaper, the better.
Actually, Pantail, I'm sorry, $5 super chat. Archie, what was more targeted? America in Syria against chemical weapons, or Clive in Oklahoma against a grieving widow's husband's estate?
Yeah, I have
She
to say,
really wasn't grieving. She really wasn't really grieving. That was that's part of what made Clive feel okay about it.
How old was she? How old did you ever see her? Did you get to meet her or not?
No, I did not.
How old was she?
No, I actually the watchsmith was the third party in it.
And at a scale of 1 to 10, what was she?
I've never seen her.
Did you ask him?
They just said basically middle-aged, so that's pretty broad category. It's almost better you not know.
Okay.
He wanted to claim ignorance. I did not rape that woman.
Oh,
but
okay.
You know you did.
Came in late. I came in late. What did you buy, Clive's? J-Rom. $3. Okay. Actually, J-Rom. Oh, he took the picture down. All right.
What's the super chat about big breast?
Well, we'll get to that. Let me ask. Actually, Clive actually just picked up. Oh, he's gone now, isn't he? Oh, what? Clive I'm
here.
Clive just picked up a Speedmaster.
I'll put the picture up, okay?
Reference number 105-01, well, whatever the hell it is, 012.
It's up now.
He actually, 321 movement, speeding, and I just got that. Archie, did I tell you I got that for only $5,000 yet?
No, you didn't. $5,000? That's the first installment, isn't it?
Actually, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I got. I don't know if Archie mentioned.
That's the first installment, isn't it?
No, that's the total. That's the real deal. Now, Christopher Shea, $5 super chat. Are big breasts back in style? I didn't know they weren't.
I didn't know when
they never were out. They never were out. It's just that you have to look elsewhere as well. You can't just focus on the breast.
If I may add something, I'm just going to say, I think you need a little bit more like specificity. I think big breasts are only in style on women. So sorry, Archie and Clive, but
okay, but
the breast should be big and the ass should be slightly bigger.
You know, they have a term for men who like women with big breasts.
Men.
They're called heterosexuals.
Yes.
Okay. $3, J-Rom. Archie, sorry, you are horological. Ving, do you want to go ahead and read this one?
Yes. Oh, well.
Oh, he's modest right now.
You are a horological genius, Clive.
Emphasize the whore, because you really got that out there. You shouldn't have gotten that for $5. You just shouldn't have.
Now, Archie. Now, if someone else wants to become Archie, what would you say the source? How do you think I became a horological genius?
Well, they started off with consultancy. You just gave me a shitload of cash, and I gave you advice, and that's why you're going to flick me $100 after this deal is done.
In fact, how many times did he get your advice? Several times, right?
Several times, yeah, several times.
I got it as a discount. I gave you the money for it, but I got it as a discount by watching all of your videos on the Speedmaster before I got mine.
Yeah. No problem. I'll send it out on my share of the super chats.
Sure, no problems.
And at that point, it should take.
Looks like Matt Church is making a reference to the little activity between Archie and Clive to get that 3-2-1. He says it's black pudding in style or out of style.
What is black pudding?
There's going to be a lot of black pudding on the floor after all that. That's all I can say.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look
That
at
the
black.
vacuum cleaner's not in the room.
Clive's vacuum cleaner has to pick up enough shitters the way it is with the watches he buys.
Oh, Bing, bring it in.
Sorry, what was that? I'm trying to look at. Black pudding is a type of blood sausage commonly eaten in Great Britain, Ireland, and other parts of Europe. It is generally made from pork fat or beef suet, pork blood, and a relatively high proportion of oatmeal. Okay, well, I don't get the reference, but sure.
In hospitals, black pudding is referred to as fecal materials referred to black pudding. So.
Yeah.
So I guess in the hospital cafeteria, if you see black pudding on the menu,
Might want to skip that. Might want to skip. Or at least ask a question about how old it is.
Exactly.
Is it really fresh?
But I actually kind of figured out the Vietnamese thing, okay? Because Archie said they're very polite and everything over in Vietnam, and I said they're rude and aggressive over here.
I've only known them as aggressive also.
Yeah. Well, here's the reason why. The ones over here were pushy enough to get on the helicopters.
Yes.
Very good.
Sort of like natural selection. I agree.
Exactly. Yeah, the ones that didn't push and scrape, to get to the front of the line, just had to stay behind.
The other factor is one of them was my wife, so that's what happened. She wasn't like that until I do, and then everything changed.
Oh, she wasn't beforehand. She was cool, was she?
Oh, absolutely. It was like Burger King. I had everything my way.
Oh, you're joking.
Absolutely.
Did you say that to her? Hey, I think I was conned or trapped or lied to.
Well, interestingly, I used to tell that joke about the 3 phases of love, and then I
Yes.
found myself in phase 3. It was like, what the hell happened? We know the joke, right?
Yes. Well, just say it again if you don't mind, for those of you who haven't heard it.
Oh, well, the 3 phases of love. The first phase of love is kitchen love, and that's when you're so frisky and you're so much passion, you'll make love anywhere in the house. Kitchen sink, whatever it is. And the second phase is the stable phase, which is bedroom love, where you'll look at each other, somebody wants it. Honey, don't you think we would need to go to the bedroom? And it's on. And the final stage, hallway love, is when you walk past each other, and as you're walking past in the hallway, you say, fuck you. That's the final stage. And I found myself in that stage, and I could not believe it.
That, Doc. How could that have happened? I don't understand.
It's probably a long story.
No. She meant to say, she said me love you a long time, and she meant to say me fuck you long time.
Yes, there is a distinct but very large difference.
Jesus.
Yes.
Let's
talk about 3, 2, 1s.
Sorry, I was distracted there for a second. I need to quit looking down.
But, I probably haven't suffered as much as Clive because I got a deal on my Daytona, but not nearly the steal that he got on his 321. I mean, when I bought my Daytona, it took a while for it to go up by a few thousand. But Clive's, it was worth double to triple immediately when it went into his hand.
That's why you've got to take advantage of the idiot selling parts cheap.
Yes.
What's a pot?
Part, like a
Pots.
dime.
You mean
Watch
like stuff
pots, watch pots. It's almost like Boston sometimes, that accident, isn't it? He's talking about the dial.
Nice. By the way, anything else we want to talk about? Are we winding down, or we want to take a break and come back, gentlemen?
It's your show, Clive. It's live with Clive. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I'm just a sidekick.
And today he's been kicked around a lot because that 3-2-1, you've kicked him around a lot today.
I think good on him. I got to tell you this. I think, honestly, this is great news. Don't ever be jealous. This is beautiful. Clive deserves it. Clive's actually a good guy. He really is a good guy of horology. He's helped me a lot. And this is just proof. If you help Archie Luxury, good shit will come to you.
Now, I'm going to speak a little bit
And Jin's had the same thing too. Jin's had, what he doesn't show us is the Vietnamese girl under the table there. So Jin's all cool. And doctor, give me the flu. You've had a lot of good things happen to you since you first came on this channel.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Sam, here's a new guy on Super Chat, Sam Harris. $5. Stop wasting time trying to insult an Oklahoma lawyer. Congrats, Clive. Keep showing the watch. Flyover country pays dividends. 321.
Now,
You
Clive,
actually-
I have a favor to ask. Put the picture of the watch back up that you had.
Now, what I'd like to see you do is, Clive, is put an ad on Craigslist
Oh, just to see
with
how
a
much you
photo of your 321 saying, buying old Omega Speedmasters, working or not, pay up to $4,000.
I want to just talk about why this watch is such the find that it is. And again, you look at the lume on the sweep second hand, you look at the lume on the hour and minute hand, and if it's not an exact match, it's damn close. Wow. And then also look at that dial, look at that pie pan dial, just gorgeous. Anyway,
Dan Koodle asked, would Hillary Clinton have helped you buy an expensive watch?
she'd have it already.
Well, yeah. It's all gone pear-shaped. We need to report. Okay. It's gone. Look, Abe and Ruben will be gone soon enough. So, and Archie will soon grow more. So, see, Archie has turned a dermatological condition into a payment plan.
Yes.
He'll grow two. He will grow two more, and then people will pay him more money to slice those off.
I like the Gorn statement that Bill Clinton is a Pam man, but it's a different kind of Pam. If I have Pam Gloria, I'll take all the girls.
Okay, Bing Tinier. Okay, and then Bing Tinier almost simultaneously said, "Pam, is that what Monica calls herself nowadays?"
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bing and I
That's
think
her
alike.
Twitter name.
The Oral Office. Now, will Archie use the horns as cufflinks?
Good point.
Ooh. I've seen people do odd things like that with their body parts.
I think he should. Well, okay, Kelsowitz. Kelsowitz? $5. Arch, what's better? Man on the Moon, 3,200. IWC Portuguese, 5,000. Or Rolex Polar, 8,100.
That's high on Polar, isn't it? Have they gone up that much?
That must be a new one. Is that a new one? That's new price, isn't it?
Okay, I get.
For that price, I get a Rolex sub instead.
Yeah, I mean, Polar Explorer 2 is something you buy used. Always used.
Used. That's right.
Where did I learn that from?
Hey, from the Pontiff. That's right. That's why you're now buying 321s for $5,000. What more can I rest my case.
Now, if someone else needs luxury watch buying advice, where can they go? What resources?
Hey, we do phone calls, $50 an hour consultancy. It's very, very affordable.
It's not a super chat, but someone said Pam is what Monica sprays for lube these days.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look at. Sorry, I'm gonna look at the Explorer 1. Explorer. Sorry, that really threw me off there for a second. Explorer 2.
Threw me off.
8,100 for a new Explorer. No. Kelsowitz, no. No, do not. No, you can. If you can, be patient. Amass the cash.
I think you can get a Polar used for 6s. I think.
Yeah.
I thought I saw some recently for 6.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, of those three, I'd say Man on the Moon. Well, obviously, I would say Man on the Moon, wouldn't I? Yeah.
It's Speedmaster Saturday with Clive. Where'd Archie go? Is he gone
I'm
again?
here. I'm here.
$5 super chat. Paul is the Chicago Mafia in the Australian Post. I have watched watch bands in the Australian Post Sydney Depot. Last tracked 6 April.
Watch bands. They normally don't steal watch bands. They steal valuable stuff.
Maybe they're getting desperate these days. I was about to say they're awfully desperate, it sounds. When you drink that thing, you should drink it like it's a nipple. That's an Archie thing. Tastes better that way.
I haven't given up on life yet. I don't need to. I don't need to find substitutes.
Kalsowitz. Okay, he had a clarification. Now he said he should get the Man on the Moon and the IWC. So basically, be 8,200. Okay, now it makes sense. Right. Or the Rolex Explorer for 8,100.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No.
That's a tougher question.
I mean,
wow. I think if you don't have a Rolex yet, I agree with Archie's concept that every man should have a Rolex.
Right.
So I think if you don't have a Rolex yet, then I wouldn't get the Polar, though. For that price, I'd probably get a pre-ceramic sub.
Yeah, exactly. Pre-ceramic sub. Now, Captain Zed says Explorer 2, 4,800 US all day, every day. Oh, by the way, Captain Zed also pointed out something. You know the lovely and talented Jenny, the Mrs. Zed or Mrs. Captain. Anyway, whatever she is. She was actually wanting to sell her entire collection and just go with either a gold or a two-tone Daytona.
Shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
The only problem is a gold Daytona is not long-lasting. They're very soft metal. It'll get fucked over. It's not something you want to wear every day. The two-tone's okay.
And the two-tone, you can get that for less than the steel. So you can get a two-tone Daytona, even the 15620? The Zenith powered. You can get a two-tone Zenith powered Daytona for 10 grand.
Yeah.
Now Chris Fries is going. Chris Fries, we have a sidebar going on the live chat comments. At Kelsowitz, just get the Speedy and save your money for something else. The Explorer 2 looks lame. Too big, too fat, and maxi dial. Listen to Dr. Bruce and get the pre-ceramic sub in Speedy. Okay, and West Virginia David R. says, I like the Polar better than the sub. I wonder if others do too. Morris Nell, does Clive have a life anymore? Okay, Morris, I spent Friday and Saturday nights on the Archie Luxury channel. Seriously, what do you think?
You had one to begin with.
What?
Asking if you have a life anymore implies that you had one to begin with.
No, and he spent Thursday in the morgue with dreams that he would have a 321. Apparently, it paid off.
Rigor mortis is a bitch, son. Wanting an Omega Speedy is like twisting a woman's nipples in the morning.
I love it.
Yeah. And Kelsowitz basically agrees with Chris Fry's advice. And Hotsy is saying no. I don't know what Hotsy is saying no to.
No to whether you have a life. I think that's her answer is no, you don't.
Yeah.
Hotsy may be more interested in you now that you got the 321.
Probably. Well, now the thing is, actually, Hotsy really does she's always liked she always has liked the Speedy, and she's always liked however, the other thing she always thought about would be the Seamaster 300 in a black or blue dial.
I'm going to ask a question of Clive. I don't expect him to answer. This would be a super chat, but since I'm here, I can ask it.
Sure, you can, Doc. We love you.
Which gives Clive the bigger fist, having Hatsy in the house or his 321?
No, 321. Hatsy can be replaced. 321 can't. You're finding a 321.
Well,
I'm
and like
causing problems.
that, yeah, yeah. But okay, and Hot's okay. Hot's.
I didn't
Clive,
mean I shouldn't have asked.
do you know how to slaughter? Okay, now, okay, now, Jenny. Oh, Jenny. Hey, Jenny. Neil asks, Clive, do you know how to slaughter and dress a goat? No, I don't generally.
That's an interesting horologic question, non-horologic question.
Now, Chris Fries is following up. Then Speedy, okay, and Chris, okay, Neil was basically telling Chris, I don't like the Submariner. Speedy Pro, then if you don't like the Submariner, says Chris, Speedy Pro and the 16570 Polar. You can get both for about the same price as the current Explorer 2, and I would agree with that, wouldn't you? I'd say probably less.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The Explorers have been going up lately, though. But okay, yes, Jenny. Okay, Archie, can we send Jenny Axter a link?
I'm
okay.
going to say.
Sure, of course you can, Clive.
Now, by the way, it is possible. Now, if you think someone you know or you love or your spouse is about to commit a horological mistake of grave and epic proportions that can cost thousands of dollars, now it's possible to have a stage an archivention. And that is, now how would someone stage an archivention and to stop them from committing a grave mistake in horology, Archie?
$50 an hour US, $50. I can talk to them on the phone. I can tell them not to do it. I will scream. I will yell. I will do anything you want me to for $50 US an hour. I'll also talk people out of pre-op treatments.
What?
Okay.
Pre-op treatments.
Stinchlard made a good point here, and I'm just going to bring it up. It's not a super chat, but it is a good point that two women at the same time on the chat, I call that Archie's latest menage a trois.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It may be the only one left for him to dream about, but
yeah. And unlike all the other ones, he's making money this time.
Yeah,
now, hey Arch, can we send Jenny the Jenny Axter the link?
Of course, send it to her.
I don't have her address.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll send it. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, usually it's just lady boys.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, I understand the goat question now. While you're doing that, Neil's clarified it. Says that Otzi's father won't let you date her unless you have the goat lamb skills thing down.
Oh, because she's Greek. Okay, got it.
That's where that came from. Thanks for the clarification. We were all confused.
Now, Captain. Okay. Also, I have to look back for the. Okay. Oh, okay. That's and she picked up on it. Okay, got it. Now, so like I said, Archie sent her the link, and we will have an Archievention with Jenny, and keep it. Okay. Dan.
Can she give me a clue as to how her email address starts? I'm trying to find this fucking thing.
Or maybe she can email him, and then he can email.
But just tell me what the fuck it is quickly, because I'm.
Okay, Jenny.
Just tell me what it starts. Yes, just send it to me quickly, and I'll send it straight out.
Okay. Neo says no, Greek men are hairy. All right. Also, Ving, have you ever thought about hiring Archie to call the Canadian Postal Service every day?
That
I don't think you want to do that.
actually.
Oh, I think you totally want to do that.
That is actually an interesting idea.
Yeah, because he actually doesn't have a jarb. He can record the phone calls and release that only to Patreon viewers.
Although I have the soundboard now, do I really need Archie?
I think you want to start off a little more mild-mannered initially in case they actually give you the watch. And then if they don't, then you bring Archie in. So give it a couple of weeks of calling yourself and then bring Archie in.
And if you hit the wrong button and the call turns to ladyboys, they're going to probably be massively confused.
They will.
There are some gentle ones. There are some nice recordings on the soundboard.
I see. I see.
Oh, Captain Zed says the email starts with Jenny US.
Oh, I got it. Found it. That's what I wanted to know. I found it. I know exactly who it is then.
Jenny from the block or Jenny from Forrest Gump? That's interesting.
It's being sent now.
You know, I didn't even think of that. Jenny.
That was a great movie, that.
Hold on for 1 second.
The only thing is, a lot of people think Shawshank Redemption should have won. That was a great movie, too.
1994 had quite a few, actually.
Also,
but I have to say, I like the way Tom Hanks decided if the young actor couldn't match Tom Hanks' voice, Tom Hanks should match the young actor's voice. And that's the voice that actually makes the movie.
Wow.
It wouldn't have been the same movie if Tom Hanks had just used his normal voice. There's a super chat. Huh.
Yeah, that's right. Getting it now. Bing, seriously. Which is the most each of you would bid on a Man on the Moon eBay auction shipping from Brazil? Nothing.
Ooh. Yeah. Brazil? Pass.
No. Pass. Yeah. Russia? Nothing. Ukraine? Less than nothing.
I'm also not keen on Venezuela. You see a lot of those on eBay.
Yep. Not a fan. Now,
if you're getting something like a bracelet or whatever, and it's not that expensive, take a chance. Roll the dice.
Church is also posting goody yum yums. Is that a reference to the Goodies? Like a BBC comedy from like the 80s, I think?
Maybe it's Life is Like a Box of Chocolates. Goody yum yum.
All right. Matt Church, all well under are good. You ever watch Department Q? Kelswitz is yelling Archie. Ronnie Paul says, Ving Tenier, Leafs are losing to Boston 3-0. 3-0.
I don't like hockey, and even if I watched hockey, I'd cheer for Montreal, so sorry.
You're Canadian and you don't like hockey. What are you, does that explain what, are you trying to get asylum in Mississippi?
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
But he also trolls the hipsters with a with a mega hat, so.
Okay. Did Paul receive that eBay Cartier from Brazil? Mark that's your $2 Australian.
Wow, I didn't know he was. That's right. It was coming from Brazil, wasn't it?
Yeah, I must have got really drunk when I told you that innermost secret.
When have you not been drunk on your super chats? Super chat Saturday.
Well, I've only had one drink today. I've only had one drink today, and that's not through my choice.
Can we call this for a while Speedmaster Saturday? Because I think Clive is just going to be thrilled about his 3-2-1 for several weeks.
And it rhymes too. Speedy Saturday. That's so cool.
Alliteration.
Jenny, how are you doing? Jenny? Okay, Jenny, do you have the same internet provider as Dr. BBW?
I was about to say her connection is just as good as mine.
Good.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you, and you don't have any echo.
I hear me now. Hi. Oh, good.
So, number one, what do you think?
Looks good. I heard you got a good deal.
Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this to Archie, but I only got it for $5,000.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, it's Is he there?
That was after rigor mortis.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that was true. That's modest bribes to the mortuary staff and the mortuary security. So why are you so you're going to sell your collection? Okay, number one, let's go into what your collection is now.
So I have my Rolex Datejust and
Okay.
the well, I now have an FP Journe Elegant, and I have Jugular Culture Reverso Duo Face, a ladies, and I have an IWC Pilot
Okay.
and an Cartier Tank Divan, a Panerai Radio Mirror. Which one is one? The 182? 183? And what else do I have? I have a Bell and Ross. Is that everything? I have 7 watches. I don't know if I listed all 7. I did list the FP Journe.
Yes. And you're going to sell them all to get a Daytona.
No, the FP Journe isn't going anywhere. And I'm not sure which ones I'm going to sell or if I'm even going to do it. It's just a conversation at this point. Yeah, but I kind of don't want to have any more watches that are soft. I want watches that have a good chance of appreciating in value. And I don't want to have watches that I buy and I like, and then if I want to sell them, then I would lose a lot of money. So, like, for example, Captain Zed got a Kermit right before they started to go up in value.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know this isn't something that you do every day. He was being very careful and watching, but that watch is appreciated by like $5,000 in the last year and a half.
Yeah, it's called a fluke, Jenny. Have you ever heard the saying, lightning doesn't strike twice in the same spot?
I know, but there are watches that are going to hold their value better than others. I think we could all agree with that.
I will say that I think the Daytona is a nice choice for those reasons, and it's a nice watch too. But the two-tone Daytona is 10 grand, whereas the same stainless Daytona is closer to 20 grand. It's got to go up.
It's got to go up.
It's got to go up.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking, and also, like you said, they are really. I was trying one on this weekend, and it just wears so beautifully. I think it'd be nice with a Stephen cord, and I think
Is it a little big though? Is it a little big for you?
No, I like watches.
Okay. Hold on for 1 second. I'm going to do a screen share. Rolex.
Craig's Fist.
Okay. Yep. Craigslist is a popular site for people that prefer to buy watches from
Dead Man Walking.
No. The living.
Yeah, but there's a reason to call that one Craig's Fist, because there's a good chance the dial isn't original or whatever else happens.
Okay, now let's go through. Fake. Okay, now that sounds like a 116520 complete set. Okay. Yeah, that's Sharko.
Now, when I was talking two-tone Daytonas 10 versus 20, I was thinking of the Zenith movement, the second generation. So 16520 is 20 grand, and I think it's a 16523 or whatever the two-tone is called. That one is the closer to 10 grand.
Well, the 116520, that's a Zenith, and that's that's 15,000.
I think the 116520 is the in-house. I think that's the third generation.
I think that's a Daytona. I mean, I think that's a Zenith. Right. Let's.
No, I think that's in-house, Clive.
Okay. What's the Zenith reference? Okay. Well, anyway, there's one for 15,000.
That's the
Zenith is just missing the one. The Zenith is just missing the instead of two ones, it's just a single one. So it's a
16520. Okay, now here's one, $10,000 for a white-faced one. Do you like white?
I
Jenny?
do. There's one that I've seen in a couple of different places, and actually I tried one on when Captain Zed and I were looking at this place. It's got a gray dial, and then it's a two-tone oyster bracelet. So it's got gold. The little dials are gold. Yeah, the subdials are in gold, and then the back of the dial is like a slate gray. So it's all gold and steel and gray.
Jenny, how about this one?
Yeah, I can see. That's cool.
Okay, let's change search parameters just a tiny bit.
Oh, really?
Worth waiting. You can easily do it.
The same ones from Dallas.
Yeah, I'll be out in a little bit.
Okay. So which one? So you're saying you want a Daytona, and you might eventually. So it's not like you're going to sell everything. You're thinking about getting a Daytona, either a gold or a stainless or a two-tone, and you might eventually flip the pieces that you've fallen out of love with, basically, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But you, like I said, you're domestic abuse. No, was that a president?
Yes, it was.
Nice.
That was not my arm, by the way.
Well, I figured, yeah. That was a hairy arm around your throat. So,
Right.
yeah. If you're
Jenny, you need to read the super chat to Clive.
Okay. Tanzil, sorry, $5.
He wants Jenny to read it.
Okay.
So I can't see it because I'm not.
Okay.
using
I'll flip it around. Well, Jenny, which combination of your pieces would you trade for my 321 and good old flyover state Uber-Oki style spit and handshake deal?
So none.
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan of the Speedmaster. For me, it's a cool looking watch, but yeah. The Zed had a couple of those.
Nice.
No, not
No, did he have the vintage or the newer ones?
No, he had a new one, and then he also had what was that called? A Reduce?
Okay.
This one.
So, okay.
Right, Ken? Yeah, it was 90s, and it had the. Yeah, that one was kind of cool, but it was really small.
Have you thought about getting a Tag Heuer Monaco with the Salida movement?
No.
Good.
The Zed would like one.
Zed would like one? Okay, fair enough. And I hate to say, there's, if you've got a cool collection, it doesn't hurt to have a piece like that, though, really.
You don't want all Solitas, but look, it's a cool watch. You can just turn the other way because it's got a Solita, but you don't want all Solitas or all ETAs, do you?
No.
No. Now, Archie, what advice would you give to Jenny, since she's a fan of the channel and
Well,
Captain Zed's incredibly cool?
I love Jenny. I got to tell you this. I'm really surprised you want to get rid of the FP Journe. That really shocks me.
No, the FP Journe is one of the reasons why I'm doing this, because the FP Journe is awesome. Here you go.
You've moved up. You're moving up to a higher level, in other words.
I mean, seriously, the only thing is that don't go for solid gold because it's fragile. That's like a dress watch. You can't wear that every day. The two-tone is fine.
No, and you know, this FP Journe in titanium, that it feels like you're wearing nothing.
So you're going to sell the FP Journe?
Yes, but
how much do you get for the FP Journe? Give me a rundown of the prices you think you'd get. Do that.
But Archie, I'm not going to sell the FP Journe. What is the FP Journe worth? Like 10,000?
That particular one's at least 10.
Yeah, that's it. But I'm not going to get rid of it.
Oh, you're keeping that? How about the Datejust? You bought the Datejust new, didn't you?
No, it's a 2006.
What model is it?
It's, what is it? 1.6. The model of the Datejust. I think 16234.
Oh, it's a double 1623. Okay, that's a men's watch, really. That's not a woman's watch.
Right.
Okay, you're probably going to get. What are you hoping to get for that?
I don't really know. I'd have to.
That's actually quite easy to sell. That's very easy. I tell you the truth. Two-tone Daytona, good idea. Do it.
Yeah, I think so too.
I reckon two-tone Daytona. The only thing is, you've got to realize you got to treat it with care. The gold is a little bit soft. You got to look after it. It's not just treat it like a shitter. It's just.
Oh no, I wouldn't, of course. It's not like I'm out doing rugged things anyway. I go to court.
Okay, Kelsowitz, Jenny maybe could help us out with this question. Kelsowitz, $5. Holes or no holes case, Rolex Explorer 2 16570. Would you pay more for the no holes? 5,000 for holes, 5,300 for no holes. Archie, how much have you paid for holes in the past?
Oh, look for. We're talking about an Explorer 2 or what?
Explorer 2, yes.
Look, the funny thing is, you know, the Explorer, the holes one or the no holes, there wasn't much difference really. But I paid for I paid $4.5 for a no holes solid in-link Explorer 2, 2004. 4.5 Aussie. That's like 3.5 US.
So Captain Zed thinks that Crown Caliber has extremely good deals, and that those prices are probably pretty good.
What's that? Sorry.
So Captain Zed, who is basically 24/7 looking at watch prices, says that he thinks that those prices look pretty good.
Oh no, but I bought that. That was 2 years ago. The market's completely, you know, it's changed. I'm not like a gambler who only talks about the wins. I've had some disasters too. AP was a huge disaster. I've had some disasters, believe you me. But I reckon for you, get rid of the Datejust. What else are you going to get rid of? Okay, so this
Super Chat's line in. We'll come back to it. Okay, for Jenny, this is a question from the Gorn. Our Panerai. Okay, I wonder. By the way, I wonder how many people have changed their avatars based upon the screenshot from Frederico's last video. I mean, I've seen a lot of them lately on Facebook. Okay, for Jenny, our Panerai feminine watches. What does wearing a PAM say about a man and his masculinity? Also, what does it say about Archie?
Well, I don't think that Panerais are feminine watches. I feel though that the Luminor Marina is more a man's watch because I don't like to wear it. My husband has one. I prefer the radio mirror to the Luminor. So to the second part of the question, I say it means you're cool.
What if Archie gets one? Will it still mean the same thing?
I'm getting a submersible.
If Archie, I don't know. I just can't see our Panerai just doesn't. Archie's not a Panerai guy.
I haven't been able to afford one till now.
Well,
It's a very
Zed
polite way of
disagrees
saying
with
he's
me.
not cool.
He says yes.
No, I agree.
No, I don't mean that.
So Archie's more of a Tag Heuer guy these days.
Yeah. I got to be honest with you. I only do things when they're not cool. That's why I bought the Polar. They were the dog of the sports range. That's why I bought all this stuff when it was uncool. I got to do things. That's why I bought the Monaco. That's why I bought the IWC, because they were so cool. Then they became uncool. Then I bought them.
Okay, Tanzel and Sorry Super Chat. Super Chat by Tanzel and Sorry. Pardon me, Jenny. Archie, who got a better deal? AGV on his 33mm AP.
Just told me that I. Hold on. Okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I think she froze. Jenny? Jenny. All right. Okay, Jenny, don't blink if you think I'm cool.
Oh, so Captain Zed told me to say this. He told me to say that. Oh, hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. This is what Captain Zed told me to say, and I'm sorry. I think you moved on from the question about the Panerais, but back to the Panerais and the question about them being feminine. There's no way you could say that a Panerai submersible is a feminine watch, and they're like having, what'd you say, Captain Zed?
Hanging balls from your wrist.
They're like hanging balls from your wrist.
What the fuck? That's well, you just find out.
Okay, well, when Jenny comes back, he gets an internet connection. We'll, okay. Tanzel and Sorry.
I'm gone. Right.
Okay. Okay, Jenny, give me a second. Let's knock out the super chat by Tanzel. Archie, who got a better deal? AGV on his 33mm AP, made for the wrist of Beaches, Barney Rubble with a 321, or that asshole who didn't take your 5110?
Who got the better deal? Obviously, Barney Rubble got the best deal. That's the best deal of the decade. Bam, bam.
You know, I think if I probably watched the films, I could probably do a decent Barney Rubble as well. Okay, now, Jenny, what else were you saying about Panerai?
So can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. That the Panerai submersible is in no way a feminine watch.
And you said a submersible would be like balls hanging from your wrist.
Yes, it's an effing man's watch. That's what Captain Zed said.
Well, do you think that would encourage Archie to sniff it more?
I do.
Well,
Sorry, Archie. That was a joke.
No worries. That's okay. It's all cool.
I guess it'll be fitting when he wears it to prison then.
Exactly.
No. It's only jail. It's a year under, it's jail. Prison is a year or more.
Right.
But we don't know what they do in Australia, Clyde. I mean, is it like a
It's a penal colony. We're
one big
breaking
penal
rocks all
colony.
day?
Well, you know, actually, so if you're wearing balls from your wrist, that would be the best watch for Archie to wear to a penile colony, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It beats balls on the chin, that's for sure.
And also we for the first time in recorded history, we actually have 2 females on the live chat. And Hatsy is saying, well, Hatsy is saying that the Panerai the Luminar Submarino, whatever the fuck it is, the PAM, would be better for fisting.
Okay.
$5 super chat. Arch? That's going to be good. Arch. Would you do... Okay, then you might have to. Okay, you might have to take this one for me.
Okay. Arch, which of the following would you do to get a 321 for $5,000? Become AGV Squire and wash his NATO straps daily with the toothbrush, or motorboat bash Rico.
I think I'd have to clean the NATOs with a toothbrush would be the better way.
Pure class. Pure class.
Pure class.
Okay, so Jenny, where did the idea for the Daytona come from? Is it just something you've always thought about in the back of your mind, or is it something? Did something really catch your attention with it?
So it was more because Captain Zed was trying to convince me, and until I went and tried them on, I didn't realize how awesome they were, because they have such a nice, it's like they sit on your arm so comfortably, and it's a slimmer profile than a Submariner, but it's just a really nice watch, and I just think it would look awesome in court, because I can say fuck off to the private bar attorneys.
Good idea.
Unless, of course, they're wearing it. Okay. Or, well.
My Daytona would beat your Speedy.
Nah. No. Now, if it was a vintage, no, not with a modern one. No, who could, no, Dr. Bruce with a vintage Daytona would. Okay, I admit that. With the vintage one. Now, have you ever thought of acquiring watches from the recently deceased?
From the recently deceased? You mean going to like estate sales or something?
Yeah, vintage.
I don't mind vintage.
Okay.
Did you see that president that Zed had on his wrist? I don't know if you talked about it, but it's an 86, and it is so minty. It is incredible. The wristband, I mean, not the wristband, but the bracelet is so tight. It's amazing.
Well, where did he get it from?
Where did you buy it from? Hello?
Yes.
No, he's not answering me. I'm trying to remember. I think he might have gotten it from Crown and Caliber.
Okay. No.
Yeah. It was Crown and Caliber. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, now is there a lot of them down there in Texas or not, or is that just Oklahoma? I mean, if you know the places look up here, we are lousy with them up here in really good condition.
So he bought it online. He didn't see it until he got it.
Okay, no, cool. Actually, could you grab it for me? Could you wrist model it for us?
Can I see your watch?
Wait, you actually asked him? Wow.
He let me wear it because initially it didn't have links. He had to buy some links, and so it was too small for him. And I wore it one day.
Now, do you think maybe a press? So what? Okay, $10 super chat. AC, and this is from Mike C. AC3 is Vacheron Overseas Chronograph with box and papers for $9,000, a good price. Another one, without box and papers, $8,000. Is this a good price? Are both good purchases, and which is better? Okay, and Mike C, we're talking about Crown and Caliber. I looked at these at Crown and Caliber earlier in the week before this popped up. So, yeah, Mike C, I hate to bust you, but I know exactly where you're looking. I looked at the same thing after the long talk with, ooh, isn't that? And what size is that?
This is 36 mil. Yeah.
Now, don't you think something like that might be as good of a Daytona, or?
She's already got one, Clive. She's got a 36 mil Datejust with the white gold bezel.
True, but that's a present too. And Jenny, it seems like Jenny could scratch. Do you need a chronograph, or do you just like the gold?
No, I don't need a chronograph. My thing though with this, to be honest with you, it made me nervous. I mean, I'm sure that most people look at you and they see you and they think it's like something fake or something, and don't realize that you're wearing all that gold on your wrist. But it just made me uncomfortable when I wore it the one day.
Okay. Now, Jenny, what do you think about our Vesh? You like the gold? Well, yeah, but it seems like you're thinking about an alt gold Daytona too, right?
Yeah, but two-tone. See, this is just too flashy for me. I can go two-tone, I think, but all gold.
Now, is your Datejust stainless steel, or is it two-tone?
Yeah, it's stainless steel.
Have you thought about a two-tone Datejust?
Yeah, with an oyster.
No, I think she's got to go for the Daytona, Clive. Let's face it. She wants Come on. She wants something exciting, Clive.
Archie, let the lady talk, please. I don't know how you treat women in Australia, but we happen to be gentlemen here in America. Jenny, go ahead, please.
No, I agree with what Archie said. I want something that is more special than a Datejust. Datejusts are.
The diamond doesn't, CLYVERS. She wants something that's going to knock the socks like you out of the bar.
Yeah.
That's true. Daytona will toss a 3-2-1 out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, no, not a modern one. Not a modern one. Now, Archie, would you give up? Okay, here's a €5 super chat by Filmly 101.
Yep.
Archie, would you give up drinking or sell all of your watches and wear a Swale Lion Tiger for the rest of your life?
For what?
Would you rather give up? Would you rather give up drinking or have to sell all your watches and wear a Swale Lion Tiger for the rest of your life?
Oh shit, that's a tough one.
That's a good one, actually.
I'd rather give up drinking. I don't really enjoy it that much.
It's the hangover you like.
I'd give up drinking then. If it was a choice of drinking or watches, I'd give up drinking.
Now let's go back to Mike C's super chat question. We'll come back to Daytona versus whatnot. AC3 is a Vacheron Overseas chronograph with box and papers for $9,000, a good price, or one without box and papers for $8,000. Are both good purchases, and which is better?
No, look, it's simple as this. For box and papers, I'd pay $1,000 any day of the week.
Okay. What about Vacheron Constantin chronograph in general?
Hey, they are a fantastic watch. They're not a chronograph like a Patek 5170. They're not kind of like that. They're a steel chronograph. They're a little bit of a compromise. I don't think they've got a Geneva seal on that movement. But with that said, it's an amazing piece, and I mean, for that money, I don't think anything Patek, anything AP does, unless it's girl size, would come close.
Okay, now Jenny, what were you trying to show us?
Oh, Zed keeps putting watches on me. So this is his AP.
Are you guys on a date?
It's date night.
No. Or date.
Sorry, what was that one again?
This is AP offshore. Look, you got a new strap for it.
Wow, it looks gorgeous. Man, I got to tell you, Jenny, why didn't you just fucking wear that? That thing looks hot.
Yeah.
Forget the Daytona. I reckon that fucking AP just rocks, man. That's just so cool.
This thing weighs a ton.
Yeah, but you get used to it.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
It's sexy.
I'll wear it one day. Why not?
It's sexy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I reckon that's sexy. The Daytona as an investment, but that's a cool watch.
Yeah, I actually think that would be more noticeable, I think, than a two-tone Daytona, because that says more watch nerd.
Yeah.
And you're a watch nerdette, right?
I definitely nerd. You know.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about something like a Vacheron Constantin chronograph, like what was mentioned in the chat question?
Super chat from Super Tan, by the way.
Yeah. The thing about, I mean, I don't know, and I don't know which particular model you're talking about, but I just, if you're gonna spend that much for a watch, the thing I worry about with Vacherons is the marketability. Like later, if say you wanted to sell it, and I know we don't buy watches always thinking that we're gonna sell them, but you know.
Well, it is only 10, but it's only 10. It's only 8,000 with box and papers. I mean, it's kind of like a Breguet Type 20. It's kind of, it's a haute horology brand, but it's kind of there. It's a bit like, it's a bit like the Type 20. It's a bit like a Type 20. It's kind of, it's the cheaper Breguet.
It's like a Type 20, except only more masculine.
Yes.
I love the Type 20. Like I said, I can't even picture the one you're talking about. But what I was saying was that I just don't know that a watch like that for over time would have the same value as if I got the Daytona.
Well, on the other hand, I think you could probably track the values, and if they're pre-owned, and you're talking about Crown Calibers, those go to Crown Caliber. I know exactly which two he's talking about. I was looking at them myself earlier. Look at them and say, but if someone's already taken the big depreciation hit, that kind of lessens the risk quite a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And that does really say watch nerd.
Well, you know, for example, my Reverso, I got a very good deal on. But when I go to sell it, if I do, I don't even know if I'm going to get what I paid for it. And it was like 40% of the original price of that watch. But still, when I go to sell it, I don't know that I'll get that much for it.
But it was also a woman's piece, and women's pieces.
It's a ladies. You're right. I know. That's the other thing. I'm not going to buy any more ladies' watches.
Right.
Yeah. You take a hit doing that. Is Archie still here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Now, okay. Archie, this is a $5 super chat by Tanzone. Sorry.
Yep.
What is your response to the fact that Clive's 321 shares a similar movement with the Patek 3970, whereas your Monaco shares a movement with many shitters?
I got to tell you that the 321's a legendary movement. Yeah, I agree. 100% agree. He's Clive has striked the big time. He's really hit. He's hit a home run. The ball is out of the park.
It actually went into the ocean.
Exactly. I love the. You don't buy the Monaco for the movement. You buy it for the history and the shape. Right. That's why you buy a Monaco. But
and the dial.
Yeah. There's also a comment by Captain Zed saying, "Don't buy ladies." Now, Zed, every time Archie goes to Bangers, we know that. Wait, did you mean watches?
Also, okay. Mike C says he sent a couple of earlier $2 super chats, but I don't know if I can find them.
Okay, I will. Okay. Thanks for sending. Okay, and here's the problem, so, Mike C. The smaller the super chat, the quicker it goes. So I will kind of go backtrack. Max and Jenny, you babysit the pot. Okay.
I don't see it.
But I got to tell you, Jenny, just fuck it. Get the Daytona. You always wanted one. Just get it. I can see this nagging thing at the back of your head. You want the Daytona. Get the two-tone. Go and grab it. Grab it by the horns. You're not going to lose money on it. You buy the Daytona. You know, it's something that's going to hold its own and it's going to be cool. Okay, just do it.
Yeah, that's
do
my
it.
thinking.
It's a
too.
no-brainer.
And I agree 100%. And I say, if you're thinking of trying to stretch a little bit as an investment, get the second generation with the Zenith movement. It'll cost a little more, but the stainless is up to almost 20,000, and you can still get a two-tone for right at 10,000.
Ow. Okay, that sounds like a good plan.
Just do it. You heard of Visa card or MasterCard?
I've got these watches to sell.
I don't know if I'd sell. Well, what do you want to sell then? You want to sell? I don't know the date. Just I'd probably keep it. Just fucking put it on a payment plan. Put it on a payment plan, Jen. Just do a bit of extra work. Just put it on a payment plan.
Like Archie, let it ride.
Yeah, we'll see.
No, I found the $2 super chats, and let's just put this out to the group. Will two-tone sub hold its value?
Only if you buy used.
Right.
Free ceramic, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And here's Jenny. What do you think?
Yes. What?
Well, two-tones.
About two-tones holding value?
Two-tone sub.
Will it hold its value?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, and I think
so.
But eventually, what'll kill the value is when you've got massive stretch and it looks fucked. Then you're going to be falling down a bit because those bracelets go notchy. They do go fucked after 20 years of use.
You know, there was that one two-tone sub from a few years ago, about 5 years ago, the one with the Smurf dial instead of the bluesy dial. Those were only made for like 2.5 years. Those could be collectible.
What do you think about the root beer sub?
Love it.
Root beer GMT. Yeah,
love it. Love it.
I also have seen some really nice ones. I like it. I mean, I know that I guess you really should get it with a Jubilee bracelet, but I love it with the oyster bracelet.
Oh no, I think the oyster is much better.
And the root beer subs oftentimes. Root beer subs you can find with nipple dials.
Yeah, that's another option.
But I love a root beer sub on an oyster bracelet much better. I think the Jubilee's too delicate.
Yes.
We're saying sub, we mean GMT.
Sorry, GMT. Sorry.
Now, real quick, here's another $2 super chat by Mike C. Sorry, it took me a little bit to find it. Submariner or Tudor Black? Submariner or Tudor Black Bay?
Put this on weird.
I reckon the Tudor Black Bay could be the better size because it's 41 and it wears bigger. I actually really like the Tudor Black Bay and it's a lot cheaper.
Okay, Jenny, what do you say? Tudor Black Bay or Submariner?
You mean a Rolex Submariner?
Yep.
Yeah.
The only one.
Submariner. I don't like Tudor, to be honest with you.
Wow.
I've looked at a lot of different ones and the finishing to me just isn't. And we had a Black Bay for a while and.
Wow, that's so bad, man. That's
sorry.
I'm going to argue that the Tudor, the newest Tudor Pepsi, comes closest to a 6542, and
it'll be hot.
Nice.
It'll be hot, yes. Doc. That'll be super hot. You can't get one of those.
Yeah, no. Okay.
And obviously you can't get a good 6542. You can't get a good 6542 for less than 30 grand. So it makes sense to look at the Tudor.
Fucking hell, they're expensive.
Ving, what sayest thou?
I mean, that's not even a question. Obviously, the sub.
I agree.
Now, here's the thing, I do like the looks. I do like the looks of the GMT, the Pepsi GMT Tudor, but I hate the hands. I hate.
Oh no, snowflake hands! How could you not? That's the best thing about it.
I love snowflake hands. I think they are just.
It's like pepperoni on a. It's like pineapple on a pizza, Clive.
Yeah.
But don't you know Clive does not like snowflakes or SJWs. He just does not. He doesn't like them.
True, but now I don't. But okay, and this might be.
But he likes Zeniths. Can you get that? He likes Zeniths, but man.
Zenith. He goes for Zenith when he's feeling like a Hublot.
Yeah. Okay. Also, Hotsy says Tudor equals shitter. I think that's a little harsh. I mean, I think why does Tudor have to put everything in Black Bay? They have other lines in Black Bay.
No, you don't understand because that's their lucky words. It's like Breitling's trying the same thing. Navitimer, that name will bring success. That's why they've named watches that don't even look like a Navitimer 8.
And it's like Omega with Speedmaster and Seamaster.
Yeah, they just keep using that name again and again and again because it sells.
Okay, now here's another one.
With no seal.
Mike C, $5 super chat. Is $16,000 a good price for a pre-owned 5196G 001 18K white gold Patek Calatrava caliber 2115 with box and papers, 37 millimeters, or is a Daytona a better investment?
Oh, that's easy.
Daytona is a much better investment, but the 5196 is a cool watch. That's an amazing watch. I don't think that price is super wonderful, but that's what you have to pay, I think, for a nice one.
I've seen. I hate to say Crown and Caliber. I think I've seen a couple there at white gold for like 15.
It's a great watch, but
which do you prefer, the 5196 or the 5107?
Oh,
5107 has the date, right?
Yeah, and it's also automatic, but I would prefer the 5196 because you're not going to have date problems. That's where most of these expensive watches fuck up, is because the date mechanism fucks up. So a 5196 is manual wind. That's if I had a choice, someone said, which one do you want? I'd take the 5196.
When you say date problems, you're still talking about watches, right?
No. Yeah,
we're not saying date. It's advancing the date. You can damage it, by having to. Because I'm anal, I don't like the wrong date set, so I set the date, and that's what fucks up the mechanism a lot of the times.
Are we still talking watches?
Yeah.
Yes. Boom, boom, bam, bam.
Well, and the thing is, I mean, and dress watches, of course, I have to agree. The Calatrava is great. It's a really great mechanism. I mean, great movement. It's probably the least expensive Patek to service. But dress watches, I think, are out of the way out, really. But the thing is also, I think one of the things, and this is, I don't want to be promoted to Captain Obvious here, but it seems like if it's a sports watch, it can take some wear and look cool, but a dress watch with wear just looks crappy.
Looks like a beater, if not a shitter.
Oh, I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I agree to that.
Come on.
That's an awfully broad stroke, but I think that's why everyone that likes sports watches prefers them.
I think it's an obvious statement. Yeah, I think if you have let's say you have a 5513 from the 60s, it's going to be beat up a little bit, of course, and it's part of the cool.
It is. I'm just going to take a break. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Now, Matt Church also points out a Calatrava is beautiful. Dress watches are for those with nothing to prove.
I agree.
Now, do you think they could be for someone like Archie with nothing?
And everything to prove?
That's it. That's the question. Well, and the thing is, though, with nothing to prove, and that is kind of that's kind of interesting. Then.
Well, I guess one day when he makes a lot of money, I'll see it.
What was that? Sorry, missed the sidebar, counselor.
I'm sorry, I was talking to Captain Zed.
Oh, please eliminate us. What was that? That was a sounded halfway good.
No, he was talking about how his son wants to get an FP Jour Vagabondage. And I said, well, one day he's going to have to be successful so he can buy it.
Wow.
Nice. Yep.
He has his sights
He's only
set high.
13 years old.
Set him high now.
Yes.
Okay. Has he been talking to Max?
Who?
Is Mighty Max Million on the board?
Max Levinson?
No, George doesn't know.
No, he
Okay.
doesn't know him.
Oh, don't let him talk to Michael Levinson under any circumstances, okay?
Okay.
Good. Because that kid's got some serious heat and horologically. Horologically.
Oh,
I said horologically. As Captain Zed knows, I've noticed that the mid-2000 Yacht Masters are soft. And okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you guys
price-wise?
think?
They're going around 6.
Yeah. They're getting less soft, I think. I think they're just starting to move up a little bit.
Because they're still technically sports watches, but okay.
There's a crazy sports watch that never caught on, though.
It's the rich man's stuff.
Not quite.
Well, it's kind of like the old thing, the Voltaire statement that the Holy Roman Empire was neither holy nor Roman nor an empire. I think the Yacht Masters are kind of like that. They're not really a dress watch, and they're not really a sports watch.
And anyone who's waiting for the Daytonas to go soft is just dreaming.
Right.
Not
Time
going to
to buy it
happen.
now.
If you don't buy it now, you'll just regret it later. And even if you buy it now, you'll regret that you didn't get 2 of them.
Okay, and also there's some side comments on the. There's also some comments in the live chat. Look, Bing was never on The Walking Dead. Do you think he'd be on Archie Luxury if he was? No.
But that was some great acting. It really was.
Actually, yeah. Actually, Glenn was actually. Yeah, I love that character too.
Nice job. Nice job.
Hey, so
All right.
I'm going to exit out because my battery's running low and I need to go.
Keep us updated. Let us know if you pull the trigger on a Daytona.
I will.
Cool.
We need some people
care.
up those around.
Take care, guys. Thank you so much. I love you all. And
Bye, Archie.
hey, whatever you do, Jenny, get the Daytona. Don't listen to these guys. The Daytona is cool. They're always cool.
Wait.
I think
Archie,
I'm gonna do it.
Archie, have you ever owned a Daytona?
A real
Archie.
one, you mean?
Yes.
No.
Well, Daytonas are cool. Absolutely. Get a Daytona.
See you later.
Bye, Archie.
Bye.
I want to
Oh,
know
that's
what he meant by a real one.